Oh, where am I? Oh, there I
Okay.
am. Walks into the
Hi.
room. Hi, everyone. It's Forbidden Mystery Vault. Torqua's not here yet. They're late.
It'll happen
Oh,
eventually.
I'm gonna give them a real talking to when they get here. I bet. I'm rolling up my sleeves.
I should probably open the stream so I can see the chat.
There's currently no chat. Oh, my middies are still playing.
Great. I'm looking at new crispy chili blah 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 food from restaurant rad,
Food from
and
restaurant.
I don't care.
Food from restaurant.
They're not paying me. I shouldn't say their name.
Sure. I need to make sure that the audio works. Oh god. Oh, it definitely works. Well, there's like two DOSBox sources. Oh, it's so loud.
Hi, welcome.
Hey,
What a
Torque,
title screen. Remember the UI in the last game?
Yeah, it was a lot better. Uh, Hi Troka, you're here.
hey.
How are you?
Oh, my head is killing me. I've got a monster headache.
Oh, are you taking some painkillers?
I feel like my head is going to explode. I feel like a relic of a dark past, or perhaps a dark future.
Well, that's great, because we're playing Darkseid, so that's actually perfect.
Great! Darkseid 1, right? We're playing it again?
No, Darkseid 2.
That's all we play from now on?
This is the Dark
They
Seed
made
1
a second
mod.
one? Oh, like Jet Set Willy 2. It's just Darkseid 1 with extra rooms.
Whoa! Hang on. This game might be revolutionary. It lets you, like, click to advance text.
That's kind of epic. Somebody else should copy that.
The, like, pixel scanning on this menu is shit. It's really bad. The pixel scaling looks awful.
You should
Hopefully,
Discord stream.
hopefully it's less bad when we get into the game proper. I did watch a bit of the game and it looked fine when I did a test run of this a bit ago. But we'll see. Also, this game apparently is prone to technical issues, so see about that also. I love just no music change, just the same ongoing
Yeah,
track
it's the
into
same music. That's actually pretty slick. So do you count this as FMV, Riley?
No, because it's rendered in game.
Well, no, they
It
filmed
is
that.
not
That really
rendered
happened.
in-game. Yeah.
Her eyes melted out of her disembodied
The
health.
game
And they
does
just
not
filmed
look
it.
like this, I assure you.
Okay, but it's still rendered. Like this is FMV. Kind of.
The ghoul!
Night after night, I'm searching for Rita in the dark world, but something unspeakable starts chasing
Oh.
me. I never make it back through the
I just
portal in
noticed.
time. It's been
As soon
more
as he
than a
wakes
year
up, the
since I
dark
fought
world
Rita.
changes into the light world in his window.
Mm-hmm.
And still the dark world haunts me. Rita's murder is
Man.
the latest reminder that no place is safe
Mike is
from
horny
the
as hell. He's got signs for bears and cougars.
Darkseid 2.
Come in. The door's open.
Your mother let me in, Dawson. I had some more questions to ask you about the murder.
Am I a suspect, Sheriff?
Now, we have to look at everybody, Dawson. Especially everyone who was close to Rita.
I love the rotating skull. This rotating skull UI.
And
that, like,
it's a choose your own alibi. What do we want to pick? This could impact the rest of the game.
yeah, this is like a
Were we
serious
not
decision.
that close? Did we not see each other very much? Did we only go out a couple times? Or did we already go over all of this? I think that's the let the game make the choice for you choice. I'm kind of thinking, you know, we went out with each other a couple times.
Yeah.
Look, we only saw each other a few times.
I see. Were you having a relationship?
Axel Elvis says, what's the significance of Mike's reflection turning into Baphomet? The devs probably thought that was a cool painting. Probably.
We weren't intimate, if that's what you were getting at. Ah! There we go. She was always too busy with the library and stuff.
I asked her out a few times, but she was always too busy with the library and stuff.
What sort of stuff?
I don't know, stuff!
She's not going out with me.
What kinds of excuses?
Uh-oh, Mike.
She had some kind of reading group she always went to.
And did you ever attend one of these reading group meetings?
No.
No, I could never read.
These days.
So, you were always trying to get alone with her.
I'm getting a headache, Sheriff.
I'm getting a monster headache. Uh-oh, you've got another baby in your head.
I really hope not. What is that
3
painting
days.
on the back?
I think
It's like
that's
a-
like Errol. I think that's an H.R. Giger.
The guy with the fencing sword?
Yeah, that's an authentic H.R. Giger right there.
Actually, yeah. I don't know if that one is, but so the first game had like custom art commissioned from him, I believe. Not all of it was, but this game has none of that, and it's just like licensing existing works completely.
Right, okay.
Wasn't it the case though that like in this one they actually did get story input from H.R. Giger,
That may be so. I don't know about that.
which is like not what he's known for. I don't know why you would get story input from H.R. Giger and not like art. He's an artist, not a storyteller.
Maxwell Elvis says, yeah, sometimes it gets boring painting psychosexual nightmares. Sometimes I just want to paint a guy holding a fencing sword, I guess. I thought you meant like that was a picture of H.R. Giger.
Oh yeah, he was a famous Renaissance era fencer.
Well, he was famous, but not for that.
Well, I sort of wanted.
He was
to.
Robin Hood. That's
I didn't.
that's what the HR
That's
stood
why I
for.
killed her.
It's Robin Hood backwards.
You don't really think I killed her, do you?
Can Riley
I
solve the
think that
first puzzle of the
memory
game?
of yours is very
Can she get out of this dialogue tree?
Look, Sheriff, I cared about Rita.
Ah, the classic O.J. Simpson defense.
Oh, just how much did you care for Rita?
This kind of is an O.J. Simpson-ass game, isn't
Weren't
it?
intimate, if that's what you're getting
What
at.
does that mean?
I see.
I'm getting a monster
I'm
headache.
getting a headache, Sheriff. Can we put this off until later?
All right, Dawson, but stick around town. The feds will want to talk to you when they get here.
Feds? You mean the FBI?
That's right.
No, I mean the
Much like
Fiedens.
the idea of them trampling over my turf, but the mayor wants me to bring them in.
Is it still the same theme from the title screen?
Yeah, can you, once you get out of this dialogue tree, I would like to request you turn down the music a little bit. It's
What's
not
Me also.
obnoxiously painfully loud, but it is like a little bit louder than the dialogue to me.
He wants this case
Yeah.
solved quickly with the election coming up and all. Seems he has some friends at the Bureau.
I wish I had something to tell you, Sheriff. I really did.
Well, if you remember anything, see me down at the station.
Whoops. Fuck.
Oh. That's fine. You can just click through it.
Yeah. Didn't we go through all this before?
You forgetting to save your game just there was diegetic. It's really like... do you have like a controller plugged in or something? It's like scrolling through the options, I think.
I unplugged my controller, it's still doing that.
Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't seem to be interfering with things. It's funny.
It made me sneeze. That's the interference.
Okay, no, actually, it is making it impossible to use the menu. Okay, well, somehow I managed to press enter at just the right time.
That's the
You
kind of
asked
gamer
the mini-
talent you need for Dark Seed
That's
2.
that's the mini game. Yeah, that's the action sequence of Dark Seed
Come
2
in.
is the options
Door's
menu.
open.
Your mother let me in.
Didn't we go all over this before?
Yes, but that was last week, and you left out a lot. The witnesses said you and Rita.
Look, I don't remember being alone with Rita that.
Is that so?
I'm getting a headache, Sheriff.
All right.
I wish I had something to tell you, Sheriff.
Well, if you.
Well, if you...
The stereo stopped working when I was a senior. I never bothered to get it fixed.
Still, I mean, it has the same cursor function.
My old turntable. You can't get records for it anymore since compact discs came out.
That's not true.
It smells good in here. Mom must be cooking something
Oh, it's
special.
the Harvester. Give me Harvester vibes. The music going really tense.
Morning, Mom.
So it takes the sheriff to wake you up, Mike?
I don't feel like talking about the sheriff, Mom.
Fine. You never feel like talking.
I'm starting to get a headache.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's what your medicine is for. You know where to find it.
I like the implication. The baby is still in there, just kept at bay by the
And
medicine.
by aspirin.
By the way, Mom, thanks for taking care of me this past year.
I love you, Mike. I just want you to get well again.
Mom's had this pukey avocado green refrigerator since the 70s. Mom looks pretty good considering all she's been through.
This is looking at your
Looks pretty
mom.
good considering all. Mom looks pretty good Mom looks
That's
pretty
the
good
cabinet.
Looks pretty good considering all she's been through. Mom looks pretty good.
That's the
considering-
curtains.
Sure, hitbox is huge.
Her hitbox is huge, and, like, it's not here, but it is, like, here. Like, her hitbox
It's
is
probably
like...
just a rectangle of her whole sprite's bounding box or something.
For
No,
hypocrisy.
Is she,
because
like-
it's got a
here.
notch in it.
Oh, I don't know. They fucked it. They did a bad job.
Yeah, it's like a rectangle with the corner taken out.
A lot of good food came out of this stove.
It doesn't come out of the stove, it comes out of the oven.
I'm probably the last person on the block to have a black and white. I won this fencing trophy during high school. It's been a long time since I've done any fencing. I used to love movies about swamp.
That's foreshadowing.
They made me
Like
feel like I could
Harvester,
be a
this thing
hero.
has a stabbing mechanic.
Of course.
You're gonna have to get out your fencing sword and fence.
I've been afraid of this closet ever since I was a little kid.
In this cabinet.
I've always kept my clothes in this chest, and nothing here fits me anymore. The reception stinks in here. It's too valuable. I better leave it here. I used to love movies about swashbucklers. High school. Those were happier days. Strange. It's a sunny day, but it still feels gloomy.
Riley, click on everything once, Spryly.
Strange. It's a strange.
What's his record collection?
I used to love movies about swashbucklers.
I
Like,
don't
what
think-
records is it? I wish.
Working when I was a senior.
I mean, I wish we could tell.
Stereo stopped working when I was a senior. This closet has been locked ever since
Yeah.
I can remember. The key was lost a long. This closet has been locked ever since I can remember.
We're definitely gonna go into that closet at some point.
Called shot. The chicken over the
When I was
door
a kid, my family used to
Yeah.
gather here to watch television.
from 30 yards away.
Yeah, that's a really small TV
My
for this
father
couch to be
slept on
that
this
far
wood
back.
sofa many times.
Like, that's really
My
far.
father, rest his soul, sat here every night watching. I'm
Lamp.
not tired. I'm not tired.
What?
I'm not tired.
I think it's the chair.
I'm
He's
not tired. I'm not tired.
It's a lamp.
I'm tired.
Well,
My father, rest his soul, sat here.
Uh-huh.
Oh. What? What even is that?
think he took something out of it. I don't know how you get your inventory. Is it a button? How to play? Oh yeah.
Your inventory.
Has it only been a
Has
year?
it only been a year? It really seems like more than a century since I took a leave of absence from my advertising agency. All I wanted was some peace and quiet, a place to sit and contemplate and write. My life as a successful ad man was going great, but I wanted more. I got more. When I rented my house, my dream house in Woodland Hills, I had no idea what nightmares would hatch like spider eggs in my mind. There was the living room mirror and the missing piece that came in the mail, and that was just the start.
That was like day
Oh,
two.
I would wipe the whole thing from my memory, but I fear I will
You mean
never
both,
be
dude.
allowed to forget. No one who has seen the dark world could ever drive those images from his head. No one. I broke down completely after it was over and took up unwilling residence in a variety of rest homes and mental wards. In those sterile halls and strapped down beds, I remembered all too much. There was the Keeper of the Scrolls who first told me about the ancients and their evil plots. Why me? I asked myself again and again. And the ancients themselves. Gruesome. Horrific. sickening. I thought I had destroyed them when I blew up their spaceship, but the memories, the horror, would not let me go. I thought I had won, but this past year, I've often wondered if death would not have been easier. Dreams. Finally, in a kind of paralyzed daze, I moved back home. Mom was there to take me in, a broken, confused man whose dreams had turned dark and ugly. She didn't really understand my lethargy, my distance. She thought me dreamy. She had no idea of what I dreamed. They said I was in good health, but what did they know about the indelible stain of the dark world?
That's not like the
Being
darkest
home helped a
dungeon.
little. Thank you. Being home helped a little, and I'd even begun to think about the normal matters of life again. The simple things. You know, like dating and having friends. That's where Rita came in. Rita Scanlon, my high school sweetheart. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, but now that I was back, we were getting reacquainted. Although Rita had changed and was more distant, I didn't worry about it. After all, I had also changed, and in stranger ways than most. We went to our high school reunion together, or so they tell me. I don't recall a thing about it. The night vanished, just one big black hole in my memory. I think I got drunk. I'm certain that I didn't murder Rita, though. How could I have? It's a dark world. I know it is. They found me again, and now they've murdered Rita. Sheriff Butler thinks I did it. He'd never believe the truth. Nobody will believe me. And my headaches are getting worse. Dr. Sims just keeps giving me medicine and more medicine. He doesn't understand either. I'm tired of being medicated all the time. I'm tired of the headaches. But most of all, I'm scared. The ancients are back.
Well, at least
How's I
this
think
game, at least this game doesn't really lead you on like, oh, is it gonna be at the end that he's actually just crazy and the whole thing was fake? Maybe. It seems pretty likely that it's gonna go in that direction. Here's hoping not, but you know, setting my expectations out the front. Good to do that.
FMV games love to do this.
FMV
I
games
think that
love
was
to
one of
do
my
that.
best ever. I think I'm going to pat myself on the back. I think that was one of my best ever dramatic readings on this show.
Yeah.
Sorry, I stepped away. I'm back.
Oh my god, you missed it?
No, I got parts of it. I had to take care of something, and I thought that would be a good opportunity while you were reading that.
That's
Okay.
probably true.
Good.
More information on inventory.
Yeah, whenever I start going off, you can safely walk away. Just don't ask me about Iran-Contra, am I right? Am I right, Riley?
Yeah. I have.
Oh, that's a camera.
My old 35mm camera. There's only one shot left on this roll.
One shot. Okay. Great.
So make it count. You should watch the television.
Hey, that's Jack. He likes to think he's tough with that motorcycle and all, but he's about the only new friend I've made since I returned home.
Well, are you just gonna stand there gaping at me, Mikey boy? Or are you gonna take a load off?
If you're so
Aw.
tough, why are you my friend?
This is great. I'm loving this.
You love an
What
evil
you here,
greaser.
Jack?
My motorcycle, dumbcoff. You need to have your ears checked. Actually, I stopped by because I saw the sheriff's patrol car drive off. I was worried about my favorite recovering mental case.
The sheriff thinks I murdered Rita.
Yeah, I know. I overheard Deputy Brown talking in the diner. You're the #1 suspect.
That's great!
It's hopeless.
I feel like the
I feel
biggest
like the biggest
patsy
patsy
since
since
Oswald.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of this mess.
Oswald,
Then we can
the unlucky rabbit.
Ah, right.
What should I do? Not to worry, Mikey boy. I've been giving your situation some thought, and I think there's some things Sheriff Butler overlooked.
I'm too hungry, Jack.
Dude, I didn't get to watch the TV.
You can go back inside.
Even if I asked to go to the diner?
I'm too hungry to think right now, Jack. How about joining me at the
You can
diner?
watch the TV later, I'm sure.
I don't think I'm very welcome there.
Oh,
Not after
okay.
that stunt I pulled with a jukebox. Let's meet here after you've done stuffing your face.
I've got an appointment with Dr. Sims soon.
You're seeing that, Quack? Don't waste your time with that head shrinker. Listen to your old pal Jack instead. Okay, we'll meet here after you're done with Dr. Sigmund Fraud.
Got him.
Got him. Thanks for believing me.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks for believing me.
Now, don't get all mushy on me. I'll meet you right here after your doctor's appointment. Until then, hang loose.
In an adventure game, you always need like just like a nice guy, just a like guy who's nice.
Yeah. You know, he's sort of your hint gremlin.
Yeah, my hint biker.
Yeah, as far as hint NPCs
I'm
go.
giving hot lunches to the school children. In other parts of the country, law enforcement officials are still bewildered about the murder of local librarian Rita Scanlon last week after the high school reunion. When asked about potential suspects, Sheriff Willard Butler replied,
Michael, you and your kind are in grave danger once again. The ancients have returned. I am sending something to assist you. You must act quickly.
warned that this is the second local death this year, and residents should always be alert. On the national news scene,
There's someone at the front door. It's a ticket for a traveling carnival over in the park.
I'm sending something to help you, Mike.
Out of the postman arrived.
I'm sending something.
You're always just a little too late for the
Yeah, I love how it's
Always-
just like Alien Keeper of the Scrolls has a fucking network of post boys, and she's like, I'm sending something to help you quick, and it's a fucking ticket to the carnival. It's like, okay, I mean, yay, yippee, wahoo, but
Mike, you're gonna have to become a juggalo. You're gonna have to beat the dark world. You're going to have to go to the dark carnival.
The reception on this TV breaks up at the worst time.
That's all you have to say about that?
Even though I grew up in this town, I still find that a map helps me get to places quickly.
This doesn't
Mm.
look like a map.
there's the map
No.
underneath.
Like
it.
he says that. The underneath
No,
it
it
doesn't look
doesn't-
much like a map either.
Yeah, I
I guess
mean,
a
if
little
it's a
bit.
grid-based town, right? If it's from the top down and it's a grid-based town, there's a park there, and that's
It's-
roughly where the carnival is.
I feel like keeping your photos on top of it like this is not going to help you get around.
That's true.
But it will
And
help
Rabbit's
you,
Foot?
the player, get around.
I don't know where the
Also,
doctor's
Crowley-
office is. I guess let's get breakfast first.
Hank's diner in the pool hall next door played a large part in my teenage years. I took Rita to the diner on our first date when we were both juniors in high school.
Ziz!
Ziz.
Funny, no one ever called it Hank's. It was always the diner.
Ziz.
Well, what do you think it is?
I'm gonna
Hanks?
say
like
Ziz. I'm gonna say Ziz is the local pizza joint, and they make Zizzes.
Oh, I figured it was like a lawyer.
Ziz, a name
Yeah.
for a lawyer?
Ziz
Get
attorney's
real.
office.
Change one bit.
Yeah, that's the most unrealistic thing in this game. You're right.
Hank's Diner isn't the swinging place it used to be, but Hank still does enough business to keep the place going.
Swinging.
Hank must be in his 50s now. He opened the diner when he was out of high.
You opened the diner out of high school?
yeah.
How
How's
was
it
it?
going, Hank?
My back's been acting up, but otherwise not too bad. How are you, Mike?
Graduating high school and knowing that what I want to do for the rest of my life is run a diner in the small town that I graduated in.
What have you got to eat around here?
Man,
Like you
what
haven't seen
clarity
my
of
menu
purpose you have in
1,000
your
times.
life.
What are you hungry for? Ham and eggs, grits, pancakes?
Pancakes?
This-
Rita and I used to come here for pancakes after church.
Mike, Michael.
You two were quite an item back when you were in high school. Shame about what happened to her. Real tragedy.
I didn't kill her. I had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me.
About the investigation?
Deputy Brown stopped by to get some coffee and donuts on his way to Rita's place. He was saying that the FBI might be called in. Doc Larson was telling us some pretty grisly stuff.
I heard about the FBI from the.
Say, Mike, weren't you with Rita the night?
Hey, did you do it?
Who's asking? Rita was my date to the no. Go with Rita was my date to the high school reunion.
Rita was my
That's
date to
so
the high
much
school
funnier because
reunion.
that's not an answer at all.
Well, what happened? She got killed in the park near the Ramirez mansion. Didn't you walk her home?
I can't remember about that night, Hank. It's these headaches.
Mike, you and I go way back. As a friend, I'm telling you that you better start remembering quick. Deputy Brown was saying that the sheriff doesn't want to waste any time on this case.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting cold, so I'm putting a jacket on.
Meanwhile, I'm getting hot, so I took my shirt off, ladies.
Okay.
I don't think there are any ladies watching this stream, other than the ones that are in the call.
Oh, well, yeah. You don't know.
There could be some stealth ladies.
There's 5 viewers. One of them is probably me.
Well, yeah, Twitch viewer counts are hard to
Ladies.
tell because usually it could be more or less.
Awesome. Good
Hey.
website.
Yeah, it's bad because they'll it like caches them occasionally. I don't know. It's just like
But-
never been consistent for me.
That's really cool how like 90% of Twitch streams have less than 10 viewers and it doesn't work then for 90% of Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Dr. Sims in a short while. Maybe he can jog my memory.
I just need to check that my. Okay. Don't think my heater is coming through on the mic. Let me know if it is.
Seems
It's
fine.
not.
Well, I mean on the stream mic, because my stream mic
Oh,
is using a different
right.
voice version. It's kind of cold this morning.
Don't waste your money on head shrinkers, Mike. Whenever I forget something,
Everybody
I
hates this
retrace my
fucking
steps.
doctor.
Yeah, it's a small town.
What did Doc Larson have to say?
He wouldn't go into any detail.
Maybe he's just like a piece of shit.
I haven't seen Doc Larson so excited since that other murder.
Rita was murdered
Yeah,
in
I
the
see why they
park.
hate this guy.
How could they keep any details secret?
Doc Larson had her body moved to the morgue before dawn. Deputy Brown said the sheriff.
Oh
looked
wait,
at
Doc
the
Larson
map.
is a different guy from
He
Dr.
mentioned he has
Sims.
examined the crime
Yeah.
scene first.
We love the morgue attendant doctor and we hate the
I
psychologists.
need some fresh air.
You don't look well, Mike. Why don't you go out for a walk? Nice day for it.
I think I'll just do that, Hank. See you later.
Take care, Mike.
Why don't you go for a walk right out of town?
None of these songs is worth spending a quarter on. I don't see.
Now where to go? Where's the... I can't... The problem with these images is that, like, what the fuck are these? Like...
You'll get to know them. Just explore.
The Civic Center. We used to
Civic
joke about
Center.
The sheriff's office, courthouse, and morgue all being next door to each other. First they tie 'em, then they try 'em, then they fry 'em.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, Mike Dawson's much funnier and charismatic in this game than he was in the last one. Am I right?
I see the sheriff inside. His fat...
And much more fatphobic.
I don't see anyone inside.
Well, it mentions it. At all.
I've been finding reasons to avoid going to Dr. Sim's office during the past week. Rita used to live just around the corner. This sign says that the hardware store will be closed for the
Next 2 weeks? What if I need a crowbar? What am I to do?
Paul Cooper. For a guy who runs a hardware store, he doesn't keep his house in very good shape. Nice lawn, though. I've never seen anyone take watering their lawn so seriously. Hi, Mr. Cooper. I'm Mike Dawson. Remember me?
Sure, Mike. I remember you.
I was wondering how well you knew Rita Scanlon.
Rita?
I'm
trying Well, to she pin a lives- murder
on somebody.
and you
seem like the
across the street. We'd wave to each other. Why? Was she a friend of yours?
What did you say, Troka?
I'm trying to pin a murder on somebody, and you seem like the perfect patsy, Paul.
Yeah.
We went to high school together a few years back.
Yes?
A few years.
I didn't really know her back then. She moved in over there about 8 years ago, but I didn't talk to her much.
Paul, why is
Obviously,
there
so you
lawn
can
furniture
hang out
on
up
the
there.
roof?
I had to move it out of the way. Didn't want it to get rusty with the watering and all.
Getting too weird for me. Lawn furniture on the roof? Fucking freak. Pervert?
Good luck with your watering, Paul. I'm taking off.
That seems like a good place to hang out,
Okay.
though.
I'll talk to you later, Mike. Thanks for dropping by.
I love Paul.
This
Yeah,
lawn
he's
looks
my
good,
favorite Beetle.
But looks can be deceiving.
Sound off in the chat. What is your favorite Beetle?
Probably like... I mean, Scarab is pretty cool.
Why is the deputy standing guard in front of Rita's
I like
house?
those,
She wasn't killed at home. There must be some evidence inside that the police are protecting.
the Hercules beetle. That's the one.
His name is John, the strongest beetle. He often carried Ringo's drum set all by himself.
Deputy Brown
One
was
go.
taking his guard duty seriously. I don't think he's gonna let anyone
He could
inside.
lift an entire piano straight over his head. Did you know that beetles can carry up to 50 times their own weight?
Is that true?
Yeah, thanks to the square cube law.
You're a little far away.
Zambocom. You can do anything at Zambocom. You can buy real
Audio-
estate.
What does
There we go.
Herbales? Oh, Hercules
Hercules Beetle.
Beetle. Herbales Beetle.
Hi, Deputy Brown.
I love Herbales.
Oh, hello, Mike. What are you doing here?
I heard you.
You know,
were
I
upset
hadn't,
about this case is being handled.
I hadn't
Yeah,
seen Twin
but it's an
Peaks
election year. What do you
before I watched the playthrough of this game.
It definitely helps. Definitely
Yeah.
helps to know, dude.
Yeah, I didn't realize how blatant a lot of this was last time I saw.
This is
playthrough.
Andy.
Yeah.
The election got to do with it.
Mayor Fleming's up for re-election, and I suppose he doesn't want any unsolved murder cases around. That's why he called in the FBI. He doesn't trust us good old boys to do a proper
When they
job, I
take-
guess.
When they mentioned that the FBI was coming in, I was like, oh, it's like Twin Peaks.
Yeah, that was the first clue. And then we got back to Deputy Brown and I was like, oh right.
FBI. Yeah, the FBI's agent's gonna show up and he's gonna be suave, charismatic. He's gonna be everything Dale Cooper was, and he's gonna be your ally in helping find Rita's real murderer.
I mean they just called a character Cooper. A different not the FBI agent. But
Unless he's undercover.
I'm just following orders, Mike. I'm not supposed to let anyone...
When's your shift over?
Who knows? We've been working overtime at the sheriff's office ever since the body was
What for? What's it?
Not a thing. But we need to keep Rita's house intact.
So how's the murder investigation going?
Come on, Mike. You know I...
Yeah, Max Oliver says Coop was none of those things, and I agree. The thing about Dale Cooper is that he's like a fun character, but I do not think he's suave and charismatic. He's kind of awkward.
charisma takes many forms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you have autistic charisma.
That's true, but I don't think he was
People-
charismatic to the people of...
No,
Twin
the town basically adopted him. They loved that guy. He got let into the Bookhouse Boys. Have you ever been let into the Bookhouse Boys? I don't think so.
Suppose not. Hey, the door's locked.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Dr. Sims is not in his office. That guy is out to lunch more often than his patients.
Well, there's only one thing to do: punch your way through the glass.
He's really testing my patience.
The one thing to do,
Set up here in
go to the
park for
carnival.
over a week now. I wonder when it's going to finally open.
No, I want to go to the carnival now. No.
Don't worry.
It's-
You'll go to the carnival.
It'd be so fucked up if they had a carnival and it just never opened the whole game.
You get a ticket for it as like and you just never opens.
Looks like they're going to open up soon. Maybe I'll stop by after my appointment with Dr. Sims.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just wait out here for it to open in real
I haven't seen the
time.
tickets yet. I guess I might as well go home and watch television.
Oh.
There are other screens to the right and left of this one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is where Rita was murdered. They're empty. They must have emptied the trash earlier.
Damn it! They foiled my plans to tamper with the evidence.
They're empty. They must have Rita, who could have done this to you? I'm not tired.
Well,
I'm not tired, so I'm not going to sleep on this park bench.
You should go to the left.
oh, you mean like to that left.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're gonna need that cross to defeat Dracula.
Yeah.
It's one of the town's oldest landmarks. They used to own. Mrs. Ramirez is obviously a God-fearing woman. And she
Take, get it. It's so clickable.
Yeah, it is so obviously a clickable object, but you just can't do fucking anything with it. You would think it would help you out a lot in the Dark World, you know?
Yeah. Mike looks at a picnic table and the first place his brain goes is, I'm not tired. Yeah. Every time he looks at something that he could potentially sleep in, like a comfy chair or a park bench, he's like, I don't think so. Not today.
I think I'll go home and sleep in a big bed.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ramirez. May I talk to you?
Yes, young man. What do you want?
What do you want? That's the twist. Despite all the Christian paraphernalia, she is the Dracula.
Oh, fuck. It was a ruse.
Or maybe she's like the Renfield.
It is lovely, isn't it? It's over a century old. At one time, it was the only building around here for miles.
I remember those times well.
It must cost a lot to insure a place like this. My dad used to be in the insurance business.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those insurance people are godless swine. Worshipping nothing but the almighty dollar. Why they even tried to cheat me out of my husband's life insurance. I finally had to take them to court, but I won.
They tried to claim that I should have gotten out on life insurance, but he's in a coffin, is he not?
This was like... I kind of love her for this one, though. Those insurance
my
people
dad was...
got the swine.
Hell yeah, sister, preach. I mean, please don't literally preach. Fucking fundy.
I couldn't help but notice all the religious icons you have.
Let's ask about that.
They ward off the evil that is running amok here in Crowley. This town used to be a God-fearing community, but now I don't dare to leave my house except to go to church.
I'm too afraid of God. I'm just gonna keep running with the vampire joke. Feel free to work with me.
Why, just stroll
I did it!
And you will find vice and decadence behind every door. The church is our only hope for salvation.
I must
whenever I get the chance, I guess.
bleed the sinners
You should go to church every
for
Sunday,
sacrament.
at least, and more often than that when possible. There are dark forces at work here, and your soul must be fortified to resist temptation.
There is a dark world parallel to our own.
All dead and gone. It's just me now.
So you're saying there's room for me in your life, Mike Dawson?
Nonsense. I have
You
my
must
church,
be lonely
my
sometime.
books, and I have my money.
But there are some things that money and books can't buy, Mrs. Ramirez. Huh? Come on, Mike. If you're gonna murder somebody, Black Widower.
Mike, you gotta land. You gotta nail this one.
You gotta nail this broad like Jesus was nailed to the cross.
Well,
don't think so.
I mean, he had that sign. He had that thing that said "cougars" above his bed. So
That's true. I don't know if the Jesus pussy is worth it.
But the money!
That's... Is it worth it, though? You'd have to do so much work to this house to unchristianify it.
Oh, you just have to money launder it through a strip club. That'll get it nice and dirty again. Nice dirty money.
Axel says it's weird because her name suggests she's Catholic, and her accent said it's more like she's Orthodox.
That's fine.
I don't think this actress has met a Hispanic person in her life. Yeah. Like, that's why I was doing Dracula jokes, because she sounds like she's, like, from Transylvania. She sounds like she's Hungarian.
I wonder if they, like, retconned it at some point, but only halfway. They just, like, half-assed it.
But her
like,
name...
oh, we're
well,
changing
maybe
her-
she married a Mr. Ramirez, if she's
That's
from
true,
Hungary.
could be.
Because there's only one room, only one area here.
Well, can't you go into those buildings?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if
No.
there's any other areas that I missed. 'Cause it's like, I don't realize
Pool
you
hall?
could move around. Pool hall? Oh no, I don't think I can go in there yet.
I mean, I know for a fact you can go in the pool hall.
I need someone to do some like Clockwork Orange shit to me right now. Because
You falling asleep?
yeah.
Game's that boring?
No, I just have that problem when I stream. I get tired sometimes, and I need like a caffeinated beverage. But
You should ask Andrea for that rather than us. We cannot help you with this situation.
If I could hit you with a caffeine beam, I would.
Troca, you have to get me caffeinated beverage, Troca. You have to
All right,
bring
I
it
just got my
across the
tax.
ocean.
I got my tax return. I can probably swing a one-way ticket to New Zealand.
Okay, I will be right back. Also, just getting.
Oh, I was just DMing Andrea.
Okay, so Andrea's busy. So I'm gonna like really quickly. So there's like a convenience store like just on my block. So I'm gonna go to that. Can you two like keep the stream entertained?
So, Darkseid.
Seriously, that's it?
No,
That's your
I
best
thought
shot?
you had left. I was
No.
thinking.
Like, I'm waiting to hear what you got, like, just a sampler so I can trust you with the stream.
I don't know if I can be trusted with the stream.
Troca? Is Troca even here?
Uh-oh.
Well, fuck.
Looks like I gotta be trusted with the stream.
Can you start, like, writing fanfiction?
I don't think I can. Hey, Charlie. Hey, I see you in chat. What's going on?
You talk to the chat. Keep it entertained.
Yeah. What's up, chat?
They have a short attention span.
Well, I don't know. That's good that you're doing this at work. I'm glad. Mike Dawson had a job. He did, but it's gone now. He went and he went. Wow, something is happening to me. Darkseid 1, he had the writer's gig, or the ad agency, and then he went through the Dark World, and now he doesn't have a job anymore. Do you think his mom resents him for that? She definitely sounded combative. I'm not writing fan fiction. This is just fiction. Like, this is just what happens in Darkseid 1. and the beginning of this game. I'm just reciting it. Riley's sprite is still moving. I think it's probably the heater. Or maybe it's me? Maybe it's picking my voice up through her headphones or something? But she's clearly not here. And clearly not talking.
Hi, I'm back.
Welcome back. It's just you and me right now.
All right. Wamano e Wamano.
We gotta entertain our guests here. Till Riley gets back. I was just noting that Riley's sprite seems to be moving intermittently, even though she's gone.
That's because it has a mind of its own.
Nice.
It's trying to communicate. Isn't it adorable? We can't understand its desperate begging and pleading for the life of us. And we're not gonna try.
If she added a few more frames of interpolation, we could probably read its lips. But that's not happening anytime soon.
No, I'm not even gonna try. I just like to watch it squirm.
Oh, I know how to entertain everybody. Hang on.
Fly-by-night pizza delivery services.
That's right.
These people print flyers with
Autumn
very
is going to take a
legitimate sounding
juggling
names
break.
and sneak into lodging properties by impersonating guests and place flyers under the doors of the guest rooms. Do not, under any circumstances, order
Oh,
a
I did
pizza
the
from one of these flyers. You may be
pizza
giving
flyer
your credit
one.
card number to a criminal on a cell phone. At best, if you are delivered a pizza, it will likely be very low quality and it may have been made in someone's garage, or worse. If your lodging property
I already
has an
popped
agreement
off
with
my
a
shirt,
legitimate pizza
so I've already
delivery
done
vendor,
all I can
you
do
will
to
surely
entertain
find
the
that
folks-
information
the
displayed
folks in the
inside
chat.
your room in a logical location.
What if you put
such
your
as
shirt back
on
on?
the desk, TV, or in a directory
Okay.
of services? Approved legitimate pizza vendors will never
Now, what if
place
you took
flyers
your
on
shirt
the
off?
floor just inside
Oh, I'm
your
not
door.
wearing
Remember, never order
a shirt.
pizza from flyers found on the floor just inside your door.
Ladies.
I'm pretty much just wearing a blanket right now. I came home. I did some errands. I came home and I was immediately like, no more.
Roman style. You're wearing a toga.
A little sloppier than that, but yeah.
Emphasis on the toe. So anyway, I think Mrs. Ramirez did it. Who do you think did it?
I mean, I know who did
I think
it.
she lives in a spooky. I know who did it too, but who do you think did it? We're entertaining the viewers.
The sheriff and Doc Brown having this conversation in the diner.
Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Doc Brown, fuck. Whatever the doctor, the morgue doctor.
Nope, nope. You spoke already. This is now a Back to the Future crossover.
Oh no. Back to the dark past and dark future. That's not a tooth. That's a rabbit's foot.
Yeah, which is kind of like a tooth. They both have bones. I think did you ever play those Back to the Future point and click adventure games? They weren't FMV or anything, but they were
No.
point and click adventure games.
I don't even think I've seen Back to the Future.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a perfect movie about the Oedipus complex.
I'm imagining some kind of dragon that has a mouthful of rabbit's feet as teeth.
New, I've given you a new persona. You're welcome. The Lucky Dragon. Oswald, the Lucky Dragon. dragon tries to eat someone and they just kind of brushes them gently and gets them all moist.
I hope Riley goes to sunglasses when she gets back.
I hope she goes to Penn. I hope she goes to Crowley, Texas. Which is, did you know, it's named after Aleister Crowley.
That's probably why they said it here.
And it's named also after the great state of Texas. Yep. To be clear, the town is clearly not in Texas. This isn't what Texas looks like. But the town is named Crowley, TX, and it's pronounced Texas. The game, of course, actually takes
I
place.
see what you're saying. It's a town called Crowley, Texas, in a different state.
Yeah.
That's a good bit.
Yeah, it's in like Iowa or the Pacific Northwest. I mean, look, there's grass fucking everywhere. Cloudy skies. This isn't Texas.
It could be like AstroTurf.
Hi, I'm back.
Hi.
Hey, Autumn was just proposing a conspiracy theory. She thinks this whole murder plot is all AstroTurf.
That's not what I said.
You said it was all AstroTurf.
You were talking about the grass and it not being Texas.
Yeah, the grass Rita was murdered in.
Okay, well.
Well, I got an energy drink. And also candy. I got
why
Fritz
Look,
C.
She needs her candy.
Fritz
if
C.
Rita was
Extreme
murdered
Z.
If Rita was murdered on regular grass, the blood would have watered the grass, and we would see like some more like height on the grass around where the blood pooled.
No.
That's basic science, Riley. Grass loves blood. Have you ever bled on some grass? It just immediately shoots up like corn stalks.
Heaps of cud.
It's kind of
You bleed on the grass, it grows 6 feet high in the air. Just nobody does it because they don't want grass to be tall. They want to keep grass down. They're always trying to oppress grass. I'm tired of it. Let the grass have a turn. This message brought to you by the Council for Grass Growth.
Filling big grass on my stream, huh?
Yep. You know I love that grass.
So does Paul.
Yeah, so does Paul. I'm with Paul.
The faucet's stuck. I can't turn it off with my bare hands.
No, you're gonna have to go to the hardware store to get a wrench to turn it. But
It's closed.
fuck,
Paul
it's
runs
closed.
the hardware.
Paul's
store.
out here. You have an endless loop. It's the only way you can get to the hardware store is if you turn off the faucet. Fuck.
I'm not sure where to go.
Pool
guess-
hall.
Oh, I can go there. Okay.
Yeah, I told you
Yeah,
multiple times.
I moused over. I thought I moused over it and can see it. Listen,
You
I
just
was-
disregard me categorically. You
No.
hate me in my advice.
And Melissa Fleming.
I was just
She's
tired.
the type of loser I'd expect to see in a place like this. But it's surprising to find the mayor's wife here.
It's just a pool hole.
Melissa used to be a cheerleader in high school, but since becoming a 3-pack-a-day smoker, she isn't as cute anymore. Jimmy went to high school with me. He was a straight-A student and football star, but he dropped out and became a loser. We were friends then, but certainly aren't now. They always keep a good supply of cue sticks here.
I would hope so.
What's up, Gardner?
What do you want, doofus?
How about a game of pool?
Cut the crap, Dawson. We might have been friends once, but that was a long time ago.
I love how reading the description made this dialogue really okay, well, I'm just telling you what I already know.
What happened to you? You were a straight A student until you dropped out.
I guess I'm just the town's bad seed. You went off to college and joined the
Bad
establishment.
dark
I stayed
seed.
here and became a statistic.
Epic game, Bad Seed 2.
I guess I'm just the town's dark seed.
I guess I'm just a relic of a dark past, or maybe like a dark future or something.
I don't know. I didn't go off to college.
We were friends in high school. Why are you so angry with me now?
I mean, you did become kind of bougie, to be honest.
Let's just say that you and I don't share the same interests anymore.
I fucking hate advertisements.
Real shit.
You're a real tough guy now, aren't you, Jimmy?
You got that right, chump. I'm the local wise guy, so stay out of my way.
I'm one member of the mafia in this town. It's just me.
These days aren't exactly on the up and up.
So what? There's a lot going on in this town that ain't exactly on the up and up.
Tell me, Jimmy, how come the sheriff leaves you alone?
This town's going down and down.
That's easy in this town. That flatfoot doesn't know his butt from an armadillo, but I got the goods on him.
What's that?
He doesn't bother me.
Where'd you pick up that turn of phrase, Jimmy? That's kind of weird thing to say.
What did he say?
He doesn't know his
Know
butt.
his butt from an armadillo?
Ah, it's a Texasism.
You know, it may be. It really could be.
It's world building. The fantasy realm of Crowley, Texas.
What do you know about Sheriff Butler?
I know he's down here.
No,
Oh,
he's
fuck!
not.
Maybe I should go.
Yeah, get out before
Maybe
I
you
throw
should,
out.
before I'm finished chalking this cue, and then I'm gonna smash it over your head.
It's really... How do you chalk a Q again?
What?
Why do you chalk a Q again? What's the goal?
Oh, to give it traction on the ball.
Oh yeah, so I guess it's really, unchalked. Needs a lot of chalking.
The balls are really slippery today.
Hi, Melissa.
Yeah, they greased up the balls again. Oh, just slip around on the table, leaving a trail of slime like a snail.
Some hooligan got in the balls and got them all wet again. Some hooligan keeps sliming my damn balls.
I'm gonna find him as soon as I'm done with this pool game.
But I gotta chalk this Q extra chalky. The balls are oozing, Charlie says.
Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
And she holds up a dead mouse.
Look, I'm sorry to bother you. I'll leave you alone.
Just go right for that and then bother her again.
So what are you doing here in the
Hi, Riley.
Oh, hey, Dom.
Oh, hey, Dom.
Hello.
I'm tuning in for Darkseid 2, and I'm gonna also probably make a big chili.
Fuck
Nice.
Dark Seed 2, the second Dark Seed.
Oh wow, this is already, I'm looking at this, this is a step up. This is photorealistic. This is what a shit pub looks like.
You wanna quick rundown of the story so far?
Yeah, so I know Mike Duncan
Dawson.
Before
Dawson.
he did the Revolutions podcast, got a baby in his brain.
Right.
And then he went to a pub with an alien babe, and now here we are.
Nope.
Nope, not at all. Not right at all.
He came
incorrect, Buzz.
So he destroyed the ancients and ruined their plot.
No, he sent them.
He sent them home.
He ruined their plot by activating their spaceship for them.
Yeah.
But now they're back.
The ancients are back. His headaches are getting worse again. It's also very likely that this is going to be a classic "he was crazy the whole time" thing. It very much feels like it's setting the seeds for that, the dark seeds. And
I love that. That's one of my favorite plot points.
It's really one of my
anything.
favorite plot points, especially in FMV games, where it shows up like 90% of the time. There is so many FMV games where the ending is like, oh, and he was crazy the whole time, which is really, that's honestly one of the reasons that I like Zork, because it's just like that, and it doesn't be like, oh, but it was a lie.
It was all a fantasy. And they're all Twin Peaks influenced, but Twin Peaks doesn't do that.
And it's also like Realms of the Haunting as well. Realms of the Haunting was a really unique game, and that ending was just like, why the fuck did you have this ending? Like, you had the really cool, like, biblical shit for some fucking reason. Like, biblical Doom shooter. Like, it was great, but then he was just crazy the whole time.
Yeah.
Why do they love this plot point so much?
Anyway.
Maybe because they were crazy the whole time.
Whoa!
Yeah. Twist of the century.
So, Mike Dawson comes back to his childhood home after the events of Dark Seed 1, and then he, after like going through a bunch of mental institutions, and then he meets up with Rita, a nice librarian girl who was his high school sweetheart, and then she dies on the night of the high school reunion. He can't remember anything that happened, but they were together at the time, and so the sheriff and everyone else basically thinks he's #1 suspect, except for his great friend Jack. And the ancients are coming back, and I got a ticket to the carnival, and I think that's pretty much the main plot.
I don't think his mom thinks he killed Rita.
Probably not his mom.
I think... Okay, so I'm thinking about this. I think Darkseid, once again, knows that cops are bastards.
No, it's Darkseid twice this time.
So how is married life?
Yeah, once again, 2 1s is 2, you fucking idiot, you moron, you buffoon.
Just fine. Now get the hell out of my life.
What the fuck?
Okay, what did Mike do to these people in the brief time he's been back in town?
I asked how is
It's nice to
married
call you
life, and then she was like, fine, just fine, get out of my life.
Maybe she's like going through a rough divorce or some shit, and you don't even know about. Listen, people are going through their own struggles, and you don't get to look into their world all the time. Even if you're a point-and-click adventure game protagonist, sometimes you don't get to like invade people's privacy. Dalm, what was going to be your cool theory?
I forget.
Well, look at this TV.
Yeah, you'll remember once you look at this TV. Oh, I never noticed. His head
This
sort
is
of
what
goes back and forth.
This is what television's like.
Yeah, they set the camera in this room to the wrong frame rate, and now it looks like this.
I will say, having gotten H.R. Geiger out of it, I actually kind of like the set design in this, even if it is 3D models.
I like the art direction in the first game more.
The art direction in the first game is better. I just kind of like the environments. I think they're quirky.
I do like
They're not bad.
They're not as artistic.
I do like a 3D environment with like low-res 3D models that like an FMV character walks around.
There's no one else here.
Yeah, this is like classic what this thing is. Also, this daytime talk show on serial killers is just like a close-up of one guy's face in the
Yeah.
darkness.
This is what these
Who's
are
not
like.
talking.
No,
He's
this is what
notably
these. This is
not
what those
talking.
kinds of shows are like. You just tune in and watch a guy's face like rotate.
Dom, I
And
think
you
you've been
imagine the serial
watching.
killer.
I think you've been watching too many hypnosis channels.
I don't
If you
watch
think that's
those.
normal.
If I'm gonna do hypnosis, I'm gonna do it with someone I trust and care about, and not some stranger on the internet.
Oh, you're not
Or
gonna
on the
you're not gonna
TV.
let yourself get hypnotized by a television show?
No.
Actually, write
Because
that
it's
down.
really
That's a pretty
annoying.
good
Like
idea.
those guys always put like a suggestion at the end to like and subscribe to their channel, and I think that is fundamentally ridiculous.
Dom, I'm not
Yeah.
into this. That's a really good idea for Tintoy the next time you play is hypnotized by a television channel.
Oh, it's one of the
Write
classics.
that
It is one
down.
of the classics.
Write that down for yourself.
I feel like if a television channel hypnotized you, it would just to get you to buy like whatever. Like they wouldn't be doing anything interesting with it. It's just advertising.
I mean, they could be like it could be like Halloween 3, right? Like they had all those kids put on those masks so that they would all become little monsters and kill people. Like it doesn't have to be for profit. You could just use the medium for evil.
So, well, there are two options: profit or evil.
Which is really, you come down to it, just the one option. The profit's just sort of a roundabout way to the other one.
Also, you're
Yeah, Maxwell Elvis,
Sorry, Yervin said, ooh, pool of ooze, and it's grass, the really low-risk grass.
Yeah,
My ooze
it's
lawn.
like Doom. Touch that, before you touch that, you need to get the hazard suit on so you don't take damage.
Yeah.
Oh, my mistake. The point of the mask was to kill the kids wearing them as a big blood sacrifice to Sam Hain. I think it would have been cooler if they all turned the kids into killer monsters. And then it was just like a war of kids versus
Unfortunately,
adults.
I think this is the plot of like The Mask 2.
No, the Mask 2 is when the baby gets the mask. He's wearing the mask while he has sex.
What was that?
Yeah, and then he turns into an unhinged serial killer. Baby.
Do
you hear that?
Yeah, it's whenever I hover over. Oh no, now it's gone. That was weird.
Incredible.
Yeah, this
Good
is one of
video
the
game.
This is one of the aforementioned technical glitches that we heard about, but luckily it's really minor. It's just some stuttering audio sometimes.
The Mask, Son of the Mask 2, Son of the Mask. The plot is he's wearing the mask while he has sex, and so then he has mask sperm, and it shows you the mask sperms, and then this baby has mask DNA, and so he can turn green even without the mask. And he does the bit with he does like a frog knots.
Okay, so it's not like Halloween 3 because he doesn't wear the fucking mask.
No, yeah, he just has it like in him. He got that dog in him, and he does like, and he like probably like shits. I don't remember. It's been a while since I seen that movie. I don't think it was good.
Okay, what I'm pitching, and I think this is a good idea for a movie that would never get made, but it's a good idea, is you have a movie where all the little kids are hypnotized into just becoming like single-minded killers of their parents and every adult they could find. And it's like, yeah, you have the adults, but can they stand to kill their own children, to kill their own little babies and such? And how are the 5-year-olds going to take on an adult? You got to get some Kevin McAllister stuff going. They can't even hold a sniper rifle. They're too little.
So what the
Jimmy
fuck?
Neutron got
Not
dark.
coordination.
What the fuck do I do?
I don't know. You're good at adventure games. Just
They're
like
called-
walk around until you progress.
I don't want to do that. I've already walked around a bunch. It's been like 2 hours.
You can go back behind the pool hall. Maybe the carnival is open.
Did you go to the sheriff's office?
Yeah, I didn't talk to the sheriff because I feel like it would be bad.
Oh yeah, Yervis is right. That is, in fact, basically the plot of Children of the Corn. Damn it! Once again, I've been lapped by Stephen motherfucking King, who's written every story there is to write.
The mayor campaigned on how he was
It's
going to
not
rid our streets of
fair.
the home-
He has a head start and he works very fast.
I found an old coat hanger. This might be useful. I once read a story about how a thief used a wire to open a lock.
Which means I know how to do it.
It's hard to believe.
I wonder if that's a hint or if you have to use it as like an antenna or something.
That's like a fucking... That's like a... fucking Tex Murphy solution. That's not a Darkseid solution.
I mean, there's so many items in this room you could take. What if you rub the lava lamp and a genie comes out?
Some kind of stew is cooking on the stove. Some kind of stew is cooking on the stove. Some kind of stew is cooking on. Some kind of stew is cooked. Some kind of stew. Some kind of stew is. Some kind of stew is. Some kind of stew. Some kind of stew. Some kind of stew is. Some kind of stew.
See, this is what you don't. This is why adventure games are such a good medium, because you can do that.
Bizarre collection of junk I've ever seen. This is the most bizarre collection.
So, I guess I can use this wire coat hanger to break into Dr. Sim's office, which seems like a bad idea.
Or maybe the hardware store?
Hmm.
I never was any good at picking locks.
Well, try again. The only way to get good is to practice.
I love that sound. Just like
It sounds
the microphone.
It sounds more like a marble rolling around.
I never was any good. I never was any good at picking locks.
Okay, so it seems like he just sucks ass.
Yeah.
I guess let's go to the sheriff's office, turn ourselves in.
Have you saved, by the way?
No, I should do that.
It's time to play Save Game Roulette! Why did that happen?
Fuck.
Reading a girly magazine. What a slime ball. The police in Woodland Hills were under
He
the
says
sheriff's
right to
control.
his face.
I wonder if they've seized control of Sheriff Butler, too. I always thought of myself as a liberal, but the thought of only the police having firearms frightens me.
Okay, maybe Dom, you were wrong about... Wait a second, didn't this guy steal a gun from the police last game? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just practicing what he preaches. I don't think the police should have firearms. I think I should have firearms. I'm the only one that can protect us from the dark world, after all.
Yeah.
Hi, Sheriff. I just came in to get out of the heat.
Well, you came to the wrong place, Mike. I am the heat.
You're in your office on weekends too, huh?
That's right, Dawson. I'm a dedicated public servant. I'm gonna stay right here until we get that murder solved.
Why did it say get that murdered solved?
Until we murder that murder.
I'll be going now.
You know, Dawson, sooner or later you're gonna make a mistake. And then I'm gonna lock you up for the rest of your natural life.
What the fuck?
Now your unnatural life, on the other hand, the one in the dark world, I can't do anything about that.
The gate is locked up tight.
Oh, go back to where Rita was murdered. Which is to the right, I think. So last time you were here, the bushes rustled.
What?
Yeah, the bushes rustled. Like,
the ones behind the
That's where the
bench.
Kennedy shooter is. That's where the guy that they framed Oswald instead of catching was. In the rustling bushes. So you should check the bushes. I mean, he wasn't. Famously, he was on the grassy knoll.
I'm not tired. Who's there?
I'm not tired. I don't want to sleep in the bushes. Knock, knock. Ah, fuck. We fucked up the order. Tired.
Who are you?
My name's Slim. You're Mr. Dawson, aren't you? The one they think murdered Rita Scanlon?
I saw you do it. I was here the whole time.
Look, pal, I had nothing to do with her murder. Got it?
I know. A voice told me that you were innocent. You don't think that's strange, do you? Hearing voices in your head?
What else did this voice tell you?
It gives me warnings mostly. Warnings about how the world is going to end. Warnings about who to trust and who not to trust.
Yes. Yes, I get the same types of messages. Why are you wearing that getup?
I'll have you know that I'm wearing the uniform of protection.
Uniform of protection? What's that?
It designates me as the protector of this town and endows me with special powers.
What sort of powers does your uniform give you?
This uniform renders me invulnerable. When I wear it, nothing can harm me. Well, nothing except for a little poison ivy every now and then.
This fucking goat laugh.
What do you protect the town from?
There are dark forces at work. An evil power is lurking in the shadows, waiting for the opportunity to hatch its latest plot.
Dark forces from some kind of dark
I've
world.
felt the same way for over a year.
Feeling isn't enough, Mr. Dawson. You've got to act. It's my duty to put a stop
You need
to
to go to church.
Stop them before they take over the entire world.
Where did you get this uniform of protection?
A woman delivered it to me. A very wise and noble woman.
Give it to me.
You're referring
I'll
to
wear
the
this for the rest of the game. Thank you very much.
Carrier delivered it to me. She's some cutie, let me tell you.
Why are you hiding in the bushes?
I'm checking out the murder site. The criminal always leaves a clue at the scene of the crime.
That's what I'm here to do. Leave a
Gone
clue.
over this place with a fine-tooth comb.
The sheriff? Don't make me laugh. That buffoon couldn't solve a
I like this
It
guy
sounds
so far.
awful when I laugh.
perception of the significance of this crime.
I like this guy, and I'm sad because I think he's probably just gonna be, oh, he's crazy. But I like him so far.
Yeah, it would be way more fun if if one of these games was like, nah, he wasn't crazy. He just thought he was.
Yeah.
Shit was real. It was just bonkers.
Did you know Rita?
I knew Miss Scanlon was the town librarian. At least that's what she claimed. But I have my suspicions about her.
What was suspicious about Rita?
She was involved with something. Something unclean. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but when I do, it will expose the evil lurking under this town.
You seem to be the only one who really
Evil
understands
lurking
what's
under
going
this
on.
town?
Who do
You
you
mean the
think is
oil
Rita?
deposits we haven't started fracking yet?
I think she was murdered by aliens from another dimension.
You know about the ancients. So the Keeper of the Scrolls was right. They were involved with Rita's death.
Of course it was the ancients. Who else could have committed such a horrible crime? It had to be the ancients.
Finally, someone else who knows about the dark world. I can't even confide in my mother or my best friend about this. I'm so glad I met you, Slim.
He's totally gonna die.
Or it might have been OJ working in cahoots with the Trilateral Commission, I'll betcha. Then again, it could have been the International Communist Conspiracy. This looks like their handiwork.
I've got to go now.
Okay.
Slim, you were my hero until I found out you were an anti-communist.
Yeah. It's very sad.
Also, it's so weird that they treat like thinking OJ killed that woman as like a fringe conspiracy theory.
Yeah, like, yeah. We were literally talking about that earlier, huh?
Yeah, this is an OJ Simpson ass game.
Do you mind if I have the ticket, Slim? I don't have many mementos of Rita.
Take it, Mr. Dawson. It's not much of a clue, and besides, I've got theories about a hired hitman and a satanic cult to follow up on. Don't worry, I'll find Rita's murderer and prove your innocence.
Gee, thanks, Slim. That makes me feel a lot better.
Glad to have your vote of confidence, Mr. Dawson. Well, I've got some investigating to do. Oh, by the way, I live out behind the pool hall if you need to get in touch with me.
Rita's ticket stub to the high school reunion is the only memento I have of her. I have a splitting headache. I bet.
I've got a monster headache. It feels like my head is going to explode.
I've been expecting you.
Yeah, you have an appointment. Of course you've been expecting him.
I'm still having trouble remembering things.
The fucking cigar!
What cigar?
No es un something.
That's not
No
a
es
cigar,
un
Riley.
cigarro. Yeah. I like how sometimes Dawn comes into the stream and then just falls completely silent and I forget she's here and then she just kind of leaves. Like,
She's still
she just
here.
immediately falls completely silent.
She's watching. in the
No, she's
darkness.
not. She's watching from the dark world.
Yeah.
The Dalm world, they call it.
Kelly says they're still
that's why they call her Dalm.
Also, I like this, like,
They're still trying to...
I like this little Rorschach.
Be expected. You're still recovering from a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, what does it look like to you, Riley?
Further exacerbated the problem.
got like a cool angel, like a bitchin' ass angel with like big scary arms, maybe.
2 legs and just like a
No,
dong
those
that
are
almost that
those
goes
are her
past its knees.
arms. And it's like the body is the thing below it. Kelly says it's Doom Guy's weird laser sword hilt.
I think that's Halo guy.
I think Doom Guy also gets one in some of the near games.
Oh right. Yeah.
Also, sorry, Autumn, you're right. That isn't a cigar.
Yeah, I know.
It's a painting.
I do like this like little. I like that they're keeping this sort of framing with this. Like, this is probably my favorite like scene so far because like the whole frame around the screen, like very reminiscent of the previous game.
Hey, what time is it on that clock? Well, if this is anything like Darkseid 1, it's important. What time is it? I can't.
It's like
tell.
9.
It's 9.
9:05.
05.
Yeah, so it's the morning.
Why can't I remember what happened at the reunion?
It's always a shock to learn a friend has been killed. And you were the last one to see Rita alive, right? The human mind tends to block out painful memories.
I just wish I could remember more about what happened that night.
Don't worry, Mike. The memories will come back in time.
Sheriff Butler suspects me of Rita's murder.
Yes, the sheriff was in here asking about you. I told him I didn't think you were capable of such an act.
I think it's happening all over again.
Have you been having more of your dark world experiences?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about Phantasmagoria too. With the therapist.
But in the end, Phantasmagoria 2, like, that was real, right? Like... Right?
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
Phantasmagoria 2, you're right. It is that game I was talking about where it's like they tease, ooh, was he crazy the real time? But then no, it was just real. There's some crazy shit happening.
Yeah.
Some crazy things really happened.
I may be going back there and soon.
Yes, of course, Mike. But I really can't approve of you entertaining these fantasies. We need to work on your memory of events as they really are.
I'm feeling much better, Doctor.
I have an awful headache, Doctor.
Have you been taking your medicine?
I'm feeling much better.
The medicine doesn't work. Can't we try something else?
We could try hypnosis. It's proven effective with many of
fuck.
our patients.
We
You
could
may
try
experience some
a
unsettling
lobotomy
dreams, but
to
it
get
might
that
also
alien
be
egg out of your brain.
Should I get hypnotized by this guy?
Okay, don't go for hypnotized. That's going to be the end of it. FYI. So don't go for hypnotized until you want to leave the dialogue tree.
You know, what happened last year wasn't a hallucination. It was real.
Or so you believe, Mike. It isn't all that uncommon for people to suffer delusions of alternate universes, even things as bizarre as aliens implanting embryos in human brains.
But Dr. Sims, everything I told you is true.
Yes, of course.
You saw it on the MRI scan we did.
The only people I've told about the dark world are the doctors I've seen.
But
I like to
none
think
have
that the
dissuaded
embryo
you
is
from
just
your
still
belief
in there.
The dark world? Did
Just
any-
They recommended
stillborn,
I read the journal. Actually,
taking
I
up
think it might make a
space.
good novel.
Excellent.
And that's what Darkseid
Transfer
1 was
your
based on.
hallucinations to fiction
What was Darkseid 1 based on?
official. I advise you to keep up with
The novel that Mike Dawson wrote after the events of Darkseid 2.
It's autobiographical.
Yeah, it's some Stephen King shit.
So, Should we get... Is these, like, all ending the dialogue tree?
No, you have to be hypnotized. I don't think he's going to accept. I'm feeling much better.
Hypnotize frightens me.
Mike, I know that the thought of losing control over your mind...
Well, it's not how hypnosis works, but...
I'm feeling much better, Doctor. I don't think I need to see you anymore.
I disagree.
I'm so glad Dalm isn't here for this.
The slow progress.
All right. You've convinced me. Hypnotize me.
Let's watch.
You're feeling sleepy. You feel like you're drifting on a cloud, on a rubber raft at the swimming pool. All is calm, all is quiet. You are sleepy.
All is calm. All is quiet.
I feel so dizzy. This reunion banquet is giving me a headache. I need some fresh air.
You always need fresh air, Mike. I swear, I don't know what's happened to you since you've moved away from here.
You always need fresh air, Mike.
Come on, Rita.
What the fuck?
Give me a break. You know I've been sick?
Sick of people, you mean? You've become such a loner, Mike. You never want to go anywhere where there's people. You don't even want to visit any of my friends.
Not your reading group again. Always busy doing stuff for the library. You never have any time to spend alone with me anymore. Why can't it be like it was when we were in high school?
People change, Mike, but I don't care for the change that's come over you. You're drunk. I'll see you later. I have a friend to see.
Fine. Just walk away. I hope the boogeyman gets you. Whew. Why am I so dizzy? I bet the punch is spiked.
Is someone there? Don't play games. Mike? Is that you?
Ah!
Mike, are you awake? How's your headache now?
Oh my god.
That's pretty
It's
good.
now 11:15 or so? 11:17? Holy shit. Dude, you were out for 2 hours and like 12 minutes.
I dreamed about Rita. We were back at the reunion.
I guess this guy was like booked up.
Trying to resolve your inner
Or I guess this guy like you're his only patient.
Yeah. Nobody else in this town seems to want to go see him. It's frankly amazing that he's still running in practice.
Just a little.
A common occurrence.
I was wrong about this hypnosis stuff. I'd like to do it some more.
I was back in the dark.
Let's do it some more right now.
The dark world again, huh? It probably...
I was wrong about this hypnosis stuff. I'd like to do it some more.
I'm glad it's working for you, Mike, but it looks like our time is up.
Our time was up actually an hour ago, but you were sleeping so peacefully.
I could not disturb you. Okay. Here's my new hypothesis, okay? I know who actually did it. I know who actually killed Rita, but I'm gonna keep throwing out hypotheses, okay? Okay. Dr. Sims hypnotized Mike to kill Rita.
Yeah. I was actually literally thinking that when he started hypnotizing him. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna hypnotize him to do more crimes. I don't think that's...
I mean, it's the perfect crime.
It's the perfect crime. Also, yeah, he's definitely like... Jack called him Sigmund Freud, and his, like, beard is, like... I feel like he, like, dressed to look like him. Like...
Yeah, he's deliberately styled himself after Sigmund Freud.
Thanks, Dr. Sims.
Which is like that's why
It's good to know you're on the road
that's why he could only operate in this town. And even there they don't like him because he relies on discredited psychological theories and hypnosis, which as we know, is just a bunk way of accessing memories, it would be a pretty good twist for this game.
Oh fuck, hang on. Warner from Cable 2, the musical.
Fly by night pizza delivery services. These people print flyers with very legitimate sounding names and sneak into lodging properties by impersonating. Kiss and place flyers under the doors of the guest rooms. Do not under any circumstances order a pizza from one of these flyers. You may be giving your credit card number to a criminal on a cell phone at best. If you are delivered a pizza, it will likely be very low quality, and it may have been made in someone's garage or worse. Legitimate pizza vendors will never place flyers on the floor just inside your door. Remember, never order pizza from flyers found on the floor just inside your door.
Thank you, Max Wallace. Sorry, I was grooving. That was why I stopped playing the game for a bit. People place false flyers under your door for pizza? Yeah. They could be made in someone's garage or worse.
This bathroom always smells of
Or
molten
worse.
perfume.
I didn't realize that there was a bathroom.
I'll bet these pills are just placebos. Dr.
You can go to the dark world in there.
Doing some good.
Okay, Mike, time to shower with your clothes on.
I think I'll skip a shower today.
Oh,
Seems like such an effort lately.
he's really depressed now.
Oh, big mood, Mike.
So it's just how it is. Do you need to pee?
No sense in flushing the toilet unless I have
I'm
to.
not tired.
The damn thing. No sense in flushing the toilet unless. I think I'll skip a shower today.
I clicked on the cabinet, Mike, but okay.
That's where he keeps his shower stuff.
You're fine, Yervis. She's still cooking.
Yeah, she's an Italian mother making a tomato sauce. Just been reducing for hours upon hours upon hours. My life is a living hell. I can't decide how to spend my day.
Mike, I'm sure it's nothing more than the types of problems.
No, Mom, I have to battle with the dark world. Yeah, I think she's just reducing a tomato sauce all day, and she's like, you have to keep a stirring it all day long for the best flavor.
Yeah, Mike Dawson, definitely Italian. Also, that was a terrible Italian accent.
Thank you.
Oh, I remember what happened, Sheriff. She fell into a weird pit.
All of blood. Not her blood, it was already there.
So, how's the murder investigation?
You know, Dawson, they say
What do they say?
There was a rumor going around that the body was mutilated.
I'll tell you one thing.
From where did you hear that rumor?
No idea.
Happier than a pig in slop.
Happier than a pig in slop.
Details. We have to withhold.
He's just rolling around in those mutilated body parts, yes, sir.
Dawson.
This subject's just too much for me to handle.
This subject is just too much for me to handle.
Wasn't what I wanted to
Well,
click.
Dawson, they say that even the most vicious murderers have.
Jesus! Stop!
That says viscous. That says viscous murderers.
There's a lot of
The
types.
most oozy, slimy murderers.
There was also one, when it said prescribed, it was proscribed.
The most fluid murderers.
Still think I'm the one who killed Rita?
I can't think of anyone else who makes a better suspect. I tell you, if I had one good, hard piece of evidence against you, I'd have you...
Why do you let a thug like Jimmy Gardner run around? Does he have something on you?
Shut your mouth, Dawson. You're pissing me off.
Well, I think I'll be going now.
Anytime you feel like confessing, Dawson, you come right back. I'll be here.
Well, I actually remembered something, because she fell into a pit. She fell into a pit in a dark world. She walked away from me, and then there was like an alien embryo in the back.
Sheriff, have you tried investigating the dark world? It's behind your mirror.
Yeah, you just have to like jump into the mirror, and then you have to
Just
like...
as hard as you can, jump into your full-length mirror.
Yeah.
Say, Hank, do you think you can get me a cherry ice cream?
Okay.
Sorry, Mike. Having a problem with the soda dispenser. Darn thing won't turn off once you turn it on.
This sounds like a problem you could fix in the dark world.
Hank must be in his 50s now. How's it going, Hank?
You don't look so good, Mike.
But I just came back from Dr. Sims.
If that's so, then the treatment's worse than the disease.
All right. I can take...
I was gonna hang out with Jack, but he's not at my house. Do I have to just go to sleep?
Try sitting at the bench.
Yep. He heard me. I summoned him.
Here comes Jack.
That was just you farting on the bench. That's the sound it makes.
Thanks for meeting me, Jack. So what's your plan?
What's your plan? What's the plan, Jack?
We gotta deflect Sheriff Butler's suspicions. You're innocent, right? We've gotta prove it.
But I don't remember anything that happened after Rita and I had our fight.
You had a fight with Rita? Is that what Dr. Sims helped you remember? I told you not to trust him. Now we gotta prove someone else killed her.
Didn't you already have to do that?
She did say that she was going to meet a friend after the reunion. But who?
Well, it so happened that when I overheard the deputy, he did mention some other possible suspects. I, for one, agree with him on the selection.
Who are the other suspects?
At first, I didn't believe it. Then I thought about it, and it makes sense, I'm telling you. Two folks who ain't what they seem. How about Mayor Fleming and Doc Larson?
Mayor Fleming?
That's right. Mayor Irving Fleming. I once saw Rita sitting in his car in front of the courthouse, and they were looking pretty cozy. The election's coming up, and I'm sure he's busy sweeping all the skeletons out of his closet.
Doc Larson? The medical examiner?
Have you ever noticed how many female visitors they have at the morgue? Rumor has it that he has his fingers where they
Jack, those are corpses. You understand it's his job, right? They're not just visiting. I know they come in and then they leave.
He's fucking
and I know they lie down on the table.
He's fucking
but
him.
They're not visitors per se.
He's fucking him, Mike. He's fucking him. He's fucking the corpses.
You're forgetting something, Jack. I'm not a detective.
So, neither is Sheriff.
Yaw now.
Listen, you need to collect some new evidence. I can't do it because, hey, look at me, I stick out like a sore thumb. But you do blend in and can probably do some digging.
Do you know if Rita dated anyone else?
Besides you? Well, she did used to see Sheriff Butler, but that ended a long time ago. Anyway, you have 2 good leads to get you started. As for me, I'm out of here.
Wait, Jack. I can't do this by myself.
You're capable of more things than you think, Mike boy. And
Mike
I'm not
boy.
abandoning you. I'll be cruising the neighborhood.
Hey, boy.
If you turn up anything, come back here and flag me down.
So he is my hint biker. I love how slowly he walks away.
Dum dee dum dee dum dee da 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 dum dee dum dee dum dee da 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 dum.
Exactly.
The blind dog we have in our house also does the same thing. Walks really slowly because he's never gonna when he comes in the house because he's never sure if he's gonna run headfirst into the screen door or not. I think Jack is doing the same thing. This is what I'm saying. I think Jack is driving the motorcycle and he's legally blind.
Look at this fucking shot where Mike Dawson is looking directly at the camera while people are making out behind the reception counter. He's just like, ah, come on, not this again. Oh, brother.
And the TV is also staring at you. What the hell is with the TV, Yervis? Why don't you click on the TV? Tell Yervis what's up.
One of those daytime talk shows must be on. Looks like the topic is serial killers.
That's the TV.
Sorry to bother you, Doc Larson. Do you have time to talk?
What is it? I'm very busy with a patient.
What do you mean a patient? You work at the morgue!
Yeah, he was feeling up that corpse. You're the coroner. Why would you be seeing patients? Ask that. That's your question.
Why would you be seeing patients?
I have to keep a practice on the side. You don't think this town pays me a lot of money, do you? If I could just get a break, I'd move out of this one-horse town.
You're not happy here?
This town offers no challenges for a man of my capabilities. Mark my words, you won't
No
see me
challenge
around here much
greater
longer.
than murder.
Well, I'll have a position at a major university or research facility by next September.
This guy's a great voice.
How well did you know Rita?
Hardly at all. She worked at the library. That's all I know about her.
What can you tell me about Rita's death?
I'm sorry. I can't
Why did you move Rita's body so quickly from the crime scene?
Because I didn't want anyone to see the body in broad daylight. That's how we catch criminals, you know, by hiding important facts of the case. And that's why I can't disclose those facts to you, of all people, Dawson.
I'm investigating Rita's murder myself. I'd like to look at the autopsy report.
Look, I told you I'm not allowed to discuss...
Dawson, this isn't a TV show. We don't let you walk free so you can find the real killer and investigate the murder yourself and prove your innocence. It's not how it works. You're professionals for that. You aren't biased.
You're the main suspect, Dawson. And if it's true that you killed Rita, I hope that they fry your ass.
I hope they southern fry your ass. I hope they bread you with nice crumbs. Deep fry you. You'll be delicious. I'll see to that.
I heard that you were seeing a lot of Rita shortly before her death.
She was,
I saw more of her after, if you know what I mean.
She was aiding me with my DNA experiments. Okay. Okay.
I was getting her pregnant to see what would happen. Not my sperm. I was making hybrids, Dawson. I was making turtle-human hybrids.
Aiding me with a DNA experiment is like a really funny way to say that.
Yeah. to say getting her pregnant.
Come on, Doc.
Swap and spit. We were swap and spit. I was testing her DNA, her me. Riley, I want to hear your attempt. I want to hear your attempt at a Texan accent.
I feel like I would be in it. I feel like I don't know if I can do that.
You heard my Italian accent. The bar is low.
I would need to hear a line and then repeat it, and I don't want to do the line that just happened. I don't remember the other lines.
Okay. Next time you hear a line from one of these Southern voice-add characters.
Okay, so I can't go to the courthouse yet. Morgue I've been banned from for the time being because he got mad at me. Is the carnival open? Yes! 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 Yes!
Clown! This is the whole reason why I wanted you to play Darkseid 2, because I know you love clowns.
Is there anything exciting to do at the carnival?
Yeah, over on the Midway. It's in front of the
carousel
carousel
to the left.
We have all kinds of games of skill and chance you suckers can waste your time with.
I don't need to take this abuse. I'm leaving.
What's the most interesting things to see?
Go to the sideshow behind the carousel to the left. We have a boring weightlifting act, some phony baloney fortune teller, and a pair of neurotic Siamese twins. I'm sure you'll have a blast.
You don't have to be so rude, you know.
Well, excuse me. Look, pal.
Princess?
Coughing up my lungs.
Well, excuse me, princess.
So why don't you just cough up a ticket and we can put it in?
I have an admission ticket.
So, fork it over. Just because you're making some nice chit-chat, you think I'm gonna let you into the carnival for free? What kind of fool do you think I look like?
Here's my ticket.
So, do you want a medal?
You don't
Yes,
have to be so
actually.
rude, you know.
Well, so now that you find...
What? Are you sick or something?
Are you sick? Are you sick in the head, you motherfucker? Are you twisted?
Damn straight I'm sick. But I left my friggin' medicine.
I'm sick of you!
And I have to man this stupid ticket booth all day.
Where is your medicine? Maybe I could get it for you.
So, you're Albert Schweitzer, too. My medicine's in the cooler in the employee tent. You'll find it behind a carousel to the right.
Of course, the puzzle is you're not an employee yet, so you're gonna have to figure out a way to become an employee so you'll be allowed in the employee tent.
I'm gonna have to explain to the kiddies why the funny clown is hacking up blood.
This carousel must.
Alright, so you're gonna have to become an employee of this carnival some.
Ways leading off in 4 directions.
I love these fucking, like, this weird baby face on all the fucking signs. The Geiger baby.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's the Dark Carnival.
And this fucking evil horse and these little baby xenomorphs. Front-facing xenomorphs.
The music, the
all
music
the
here is the
kids-
best music in the game.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All the kids love H.R. Giger themed carnival. With the evil horses with the glowing red eyes.
This carousel must be decades old, but it's still in good shape. What a wonderful calliope. It's one of those old-fashioned ones that were ornately hand-carved and fitted with brass pipes. I loved these things when I was a kid.
Shrimp. Go to the shrimp.
What a mess. I must have wandered into the backstage area of the carnival.
Oh!
It's kind of a funny clown up there. another scary horse, a different scary horse, and then just this fucking thing.
Grim Reaper.
I love that they just got, like, it's just a scary carnival for some reason. It is kind of Sans the
Yeah,
Clown.
it's fucking.
Must be some kind of employee storage and break room.
Ah, finally. You solved the puzzle, Riley.
It's too heavy. I can't lift it by myself.
Then just shove it the fuck over. You don't have to lift it. Just push. Just push it.
I don't want to touch this crate.
Who put an anvil on top of the fucking cooler?
Classic situation.
Classics of adventure game.
I mean, you're also, it's a carnival. People are always putting their anvils somewhere. Fucking leave the anvil on the floor, stub my frickin' toe.
God, I hate the carnival blacksmith act.
A sideshow in Hall of
It's the
Mirrors.
lamest part of the carnival for sure.
Experience enough freaks and distortions to last a lifetime.
Freaks and distortions.
Stupid line. I love this weird dog man, and then another scary geeker baby, and then what is on this kit? This mustard bottle baby. It's
This mustard, man, this mustard's so good it'll make your face melt.
It's made with fresh, made with fresh geeker babies.
That's actually just like the Gerber baby logo, but it's melted in the sunlight. It's baby food in a pump handle. Yeah, ask a question of those skeletons.
Everyone that these postcards are addressed to is dead.
I recognized them from the graveyard in Darkseed 1. Which is still canon, by the way. Love the Riddler skeletons.
Hang on, let me look at what Max Lowell is talking about. I don't think so. Are these clowns? No, they're just like squishy. They're just funny faces. I like this one the most, the second one. The one that's this, like, the sour one is funny.
Oh!
I've heard about Siamese twins before, but I've never actually seen a pair until now. Hello, ladies.
Hello, sir. I hope that you are enjoying.
Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies.
Delicious, doesn't he, Minnie?
Who are you?
I'm Minnie. This is my sister Daisy. We're Siamese twins. We're very, very close.
I need to get the clown's medicine, but it's trapped under an anvil. Can you help?
This is always happening to me. I need to get the clown's medicine, but it's trapped under an anvil.
Oh dear, you might try asking Gargan the strong man next door.
Gargan the
He could
strong
probably
man.
lift it for you.
Why, that muscle-bound crybaby is probably too busy feeling sorry for himself. Don't even bother.
This is a classic of adventure games. Like, this is a... Like, if these were not FMV, these two would be in, like, a fucking Monkey Island type game, where it's, like, one of them tells you what to do and is, like, optimistic, and then the other one's like, well, it's not gonna work, don't even try.
What do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
We work in the sideshow. What's it look like? Duh.
Or they'd be in a situation where one of them tells the truth and the other one tells lies.
Yeah.
Working at the sideshow, we also designed the Hall of Mirrors.
That's interesting. Sideshow performers designing one of the attractions.
It was appropriate for us, what with us being mirror images of each other. Have you seen it yet? You should go.
It's
My sister's from the Dark World.
You may never return.
That's why she's so mean.
Did you design anything else at the carnival?
I wanted to put in a peep show, but Miss Purist Snow here won't allow it.
Oh, Daisy, all you think about is sex, sex, sex. If I let you have your way, you'd open up a bordello.
Fuck yeah, Daisy. Fuck yeah, Daisy.
What are you writing?
I'm addressing these postcards. We're sending them to famous people from all over the world. I'm writing the text of the postcards. We write to everyone. Jack the Ripper, Lizzie Borden.
They're salacious and erotic.
I'm addressing this one to Charles.
Letters to dead people.
What's your name? Maybe we can send one to you.
Everyone you are writing to is dead. Do they ever write back?
Yes, voices come into our heads. I always hear from women, and
I
always hear from men. Too bad none of them sound as young and virile as you, sweetheart.
I hear voices too!
Talking about the impending doom of the world.
Where do you send these postcards? To the dead letter office?
Oh, that's very funny, sir. No, we send them to the local morgue. I'm sure they know where to forward them. So come on, hon. What's your name?
My name's Mike Dawson.
Mike Duncan.
Mike Dawson? Oh, no. That was the name I was supposed to mail the key to. I think I made a big mistake.
Watch your mouth, sis. The voices won't like it.
No. I'm sick of you and your twisted ways, Daisy.
Well,
I built the Hall of Mirrors as a favor for those voices you heard. Now I'm doing a favor for the voice
yeah, so much all at once. So she's also hearing from the key from the scrolls, I guess. And then she said was supposed to send me a key, and then Daisy is working for the ancients.
Look, pretty boy, I'm not letting my sister say anything more. Go on, get out of here before we all get in big trouble.
It doesn't look like Daisy will let her twin tell me.
Maybe you could seduce her into taking her arm off of her sister.
Let go of her, Daisy.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already? We've got...
So that's a big chalk in the Dark World is Real column.
Yeah.
Magnificent stage.
Is that somebody else?
Look at the muscles on that guy. I didn't know anyone did.
Mike doesn't even notice this shit anymore.
It's just like, it's normal to him.
Just like, look, I'm just gonna assume that's a hallucination, and I'm just not gonna acknowledge it at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the fucking 3D happy ball at the top right.
Oh my god, the 3D fucking smiley face in the top right. That's so fucking good.
I'm in the middle of my act. What do you want?
Do you work here?
Oh, that's just great.
Yes!
I'm doing my weightlifting act, and you can't even tell that I'm a performer. No wonder I'm going to lose my job.
Why would you lose your job?
I can't draw a crowd. They all go to see the Siamese twins or the fortune teller. There's just no interest in my talents. Not when you can rent Arnold or Sly at the video store for $1.
Come on, Mr. Gargon. There's no reason to be so depressed. Life's not so bad.
Oh, yeah?
You should...
Obviously,
Okay.
you didn't hear about the missing box office money. People are just plain no good.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay, so there's obviously two ways to solve this puzzle. First of all, you're gonna have to find the missing box office money and present it to him. Or, you can take him to Dr. Sims.
Yeah.
I need some help. Could you lift an anvil off an ice chest for me?
Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to help anyone. I take some lousy pills my doctor gave me, but they don't do much good.
Oh, he's already seen Dr. Sims. Fuck.
Mr. Gargon, won't you...
Everyone in this carnival is depressed and has mental health problems. No, except for the Siamese twins, who seem pretty happy. But also hear voices.
Autumn, are you there? Because I really want her to see this funny ball.
Autumn is muted.
But...
Autumn, if you're talking, you're muted.
A fortune teller. These people are nothing but rip-off artists. It's probably how this carnival makes most of its profits.
Not like the voices in my head, which are real. Come, step before me, and I will tell you songs you might like.
I've ever seen.
Get it? Because she's
Sure is a
Pandora.
big snake.
Yeah.
Is he friendly?
Lucifer is very friendly to me. She is my familiar. She gives me my powers. Isn't that right, Lucy Goosey?
What does your snake eat?
Whatever she can fit
Humans.
into her mouth. By the way, I wouldn't
Oh.
stand too close.
Yeah. Humans.
What powers does your snake give you?
Powers that allow me to see into the distant past and the far future.
The
Powers
dark
that
past
let me
and the dark future.
Oh, hey, guy.
In layman's
I've
Hi,
just been
Dom.
cooking.
Hey, Dom.
I see we're in communism.
What's my fortune?
Yeah, the 5-point star of communism.
Yeah, yeah.
Perhaps you have something in your possession I may examine.
What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
I see a church floating over a pool of blood.
So you need to go to church. Mrs. Ramirez and Pandora alike
Snake
agree.
I've ever seen.
And I do mean damned. That snake is going to hell for sure.
Pandora, I need. What can you tell me about the clown?
I hear a distant thunderclap provoking.
What can you tell me about Minnie and Daisy?
I see a glassy envelope sent to one who in the morning walks on 4 feet, at midday 2, and in the evening 3. But now he sleeps.
So now he sleeps. So maybe it's at Paul's house or something? I'll go check Paul's house, because there's only like a couple of places that I can actually visit that are like... Oh, maybe it's at Slim's house? I'll go check those 2 places.
Hey, did you know that?
Did I know that...
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I
What
did.
can you tell me about Gargon?
I see a lightning bolt striking his head, and a great...
Thank you. That was very insightful.
It was our pleasure. Good fortune to you. Kiss goodbye, Lucy dear.
This is much more of a typical adventure game than
Darkseid 1.
Darkseid 1.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. This is why I thought you wouldn't have any problem with it. Like, we haven't had to give you any hints other than, oh, you can walk to left and right of this screen. Like, you've just been mowing
you
through
can't
it.
in the pool hall, but like that doesn't really count.
Though there's also the part where I didn't notice
Yeah.
the bushes rustling, but that was basically
Mm.
it.
I love how absolutely dead-eyed this fucking funny alien lady looks.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Also, notice the smiley ball in the top right.
Please
Both
look
of
at
you.
this.
It rocks.
And then notice the like gimp hood right beneath it.
I didn't notice that either. That just
I never
scanned
priced
as
what that was.
texture to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a full bondage mask.
For the kids.
right, and then there's one over here too. It's like a folding panorama, but right beneath the giant smiling. What is up with the set design for Gargan? Why is there a giant smiling ball?
They mentioned earlier that the exhibits were all designed by the carnies here. So I think this is just like the Minnie and Daisy aesthetic sensibilities. Don't go in the Hall of Mirrors.
Yeah.
FYI.
Oh.
It's not worth going in the Hall of Mirrors until you have the key that was mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
I love that the Hall of Mirrors just has the fucking... just has a, like, fucking spooky face on it.
Yeah.
Gallery. According to my ticket, all the attractions here are free.
Oh, fuck yes. Minigame?
Oh shit, I found him!
Wouldn't buy a used car from this guy.
Wally.
Look, buddy.
You mean
Well,
Waldo?
they call it Waldo in America.
Which is a much better name, FYI. I don't know why they changed the name between countries, but if they started with Waldo or changed it to Waldo, it was way better. Much more distinctive name.
Much more distinctive name.
Yeah, if you mention Waldo, people know who you're talking about. Whereas Wally, that could just be any guy named Wally.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like if it wasn't called Where's Waldo in America, people would think Wally when you said Wally.
I missed.
Maybe. But with Waldo, it's indisputable. Nobody is named Waldo, other than Waldo Emerson.
I missed.
It's no use.
I missed.
It's no use.
I can't believe I keep missing. I wouldn't buy a used car from... I think this game is rigged.
Are you nuts? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
A Wheel of Fortune game. You guess a number, and if it turns up on the wheel, you win a prize. I want to play Spin the
I'll
Wheel.
be back in 1 second.
Watch her be back in, like, an hour and 40 minutes.
Number 3. You lose.
I want to play Spin the Wheel.
Pick a number.
I want number 8.
This is just roulette with no stakes and no reward.
And no control over anything.
Well, yeah, but that's roulette.
7. I want to play Spin the Wheel. I'll pick number 1.
This is why we can never bring Riley to the casino. She just loves this shit.
Number 6. I can't believe I keep missing. I want to play Spin the Wheel.
I can't believe I keep missing!
Number 0. Loser.
I'll bet this guy has mom tattooed across his chest.
What?
I bet this motherfucker loves his mother.
Admission ticket?
I changed my mind. I don't think I want to play.
Okay, but you're passing up the...
This looks like a fun game. I used to play horseshoes with my dad. I usually beat him, but I think he liked to let me win. I have an admission ticket.
Yeah, hold on to your ticket. You need it for readmission into the carnival.
I changed my mind. I don't think I want...
What's the matter?
I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful. The ring's... Hey, you missed, pal.
It's hard to tell. I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful. The... Hey, you missed, pal.
I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful. The... Hey, you missed, pal.
The pole. I'd like to play this game.
Been waiting for it. Hey, you missed, pal.
Hey, you missed, pal.
I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be...
I'd like to play this game. Me when I see Darkseid 2.
Play this game.
Yeah, be careful.
You're really enjoying it.
Hey, you missed, pal.
The pole's only... I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful.
I like to play this game.
Hey, you missed, pal.
I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be... Hey, you missed, pal.
I'd like to play...
Hey, you missed, pal.
Hey, you missed, pal.
The pole's only 10... I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful.
Practice makes perfect. You just gotta keep doing this. It's like when you lockpick the hardware store.
Yeah, it's like, it's chance-based.
I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, it's 1 in 100.
Hey, you missed, pal.
The pole's only... I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful.
I like that elephant in the background with the human ear.
Yeah, be careful. Hey, you missed, pal.
I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful. Hey, you missed, pal.
Riley, I think this is a timing puzzle. You gotta click at the right time.
Nothing is moving. Why would it be a timing puzzle?
The ring is moving.
I guess?
You gotta click in midair while the ring is flying.
I have to double jump.
Yeah.
My classic fucking wraparound ring technique. Can I go on the carousel? The scary baby carousel?
Carousels are nice to look at, but I don't enjoy riding them. You just...
A strike of lightning hitting the guy's head. Maybe it's like taking a photo of him? I'll save and try that.
No, because the photo was a church over blood. I have no idea what that, genuinely, I'm not playing coy, no fucking idea what that means or what the camera is used for.
I need to get something to make the...
Would you like a hint about the clown puzzle? A very gentle hint.
Sure.
Seen anyone take...
That's endgame shit. You don't worry about it yet.
That's really funny.
Still watering your lawn, Paul?
Yes, the grass is real thirsty. Can't seem to get enough water.
So how's the hardware store business?
Great. I've given myself a vacation for the first time in about 3 years.
I'm just gonna relax and water my lawn for a week or two. That's just his, like, hobby, I guess? It's watering the lawn?
Does your lawn need that much water?
It's dry. It's always dry. Gotta get it ready. You know how it is.
Gotta get it ready.
It's nice to have a pretty lawn. I'll have a big water bill, but I don't care. As long as it keeps pumping, I'll keep watering.
Say, Paul, how much longer are you going to water your lawn?
Well, the water bill's paid up until the end of the month, so I figure I can keep watering at least until then. Unless, of course, the end of the world comes or something.
Good luck with your watering, Paul. I'm taking off.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Mike. Thanks for dropping by.
Trying to think of where the key could have been delivered. There's Mrs. Ramirez's house. Oh, that's right. I was gonna check Slim's house. Hang out with my pal Slim Jim.
There's nothing else here but coffee grinds, banana peel. Slim is a goofy-looking character, but he does have a good heart. That's so rare to find. Hi, Slim. Do you have any more theories about who murdered Rita?
I was just down at the farm behind Mayor Fleming's house. There are some strange rings burnt into the cornfield like a flying saucer landed there. I'm thinking that it was spacemen who wanted Rita dead.
Oh, that's a very interesting theory, Slim.
You do that, Mr. Dawson.
Hmm. Where else would the key have been delivered?
Well, they said that they were. Remember, they said that they mail all their envelopes to the morgue because
right, to
they
the
know where it's
morgue,
going.
right, yeah. That was where I was going to check next. Again, dude. Again with this shit. Bro.
Sorry to bother you, Doc Larson. Do you have time to talk?
Why are you bothering me again?
Why are you bothering me again? I'm a very busy man. Is that good? Is that good, Troka? Does it satisfy your desire?
Yes, thank you. That wasn't half bad. That was better than my Italian accent.
I don't know if I could do one just like off the cuff. I would have to listen to one and then I could try and replicate it. But it's like, it's one of those accents that like, if you're doing funny voices, it's one that you're probably going to be doing not infrequently. Because it's a very common voice in media.
Southern and Italian. Yeah, these are... Boy, what would an Italian Southerner sound like? I think it would sound a little bit like this. Riley, take it away.
I'm not gonna do that. Italian American people do not need my
clip that.
quipping.
Somebody clip that laugh I made Riley do. I think that's one of the hardest I've ever made you laugh on the stream.
No, it's the hardest that you've ever made me laugh that you've heard. Because sometimes I will laugh harder than that, but it's only audible on the stream and not for you.
Not
at all.
What? I just want to ask about letters.
Do you have any idea who? Well, from what
Hi there.
Tell me about Rita's death.
Hi, Dom.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so fucking trans today.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
I'm having a really trans day.
Why, yes. It was fascinating the way the killer. Damn it, Dawson.
That's all I know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts about the case.
Thanks. Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
I'm investigating Rita's murder myself.
You know how it is. Feeling
I know how it
princess
is.
gender.
What?
Feeling princess gender.
Fuck yes.
I getcha. And you've been released on bail to investigate the murder that you've been falsely accused of to clear your name. It's happened to us all.
Oh, yeah, that's actually one of the things that happens to most trans women in this world at some point or another.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get falsely
We all have to go through
framed
the
for
plot of
murder,
like
and
a
then we have to
film noir
clear...
film.
Yeah. That's how we earn
Sorry.
our femme fatale stripes.
Yeah. In order to be the femme fatale in a noir film, you have to first be the detective. It's like it's like fucking being a switch.
I can't resist calling Rita's house.
Did you hear that they're coming out with a Switch 2?
I meant a verse.
I haven't even figured out how
But a Switch 2. I heard it's the same as the Switch but more. And I'm like, wasn't the Switch like a week ago? Didn't that come out like a week ago?
It came out like 3 years ago. Or
Oh, I was muted. Oops.
Switch came out when I was still
We
at my
told you-
parents' house, like when I was like 17 or 16. So that was
That's
like
fucked.
that was like 7 or so years ago.
That is ridiculous.
That,
Yeah.
That's gathering dust on my shelf.
This
I mean,
okay.
same.
See this particular screen of Darkseid 2. It reminds me of you when you got stuck floating outside the house, but this one is worse. This one I can't. I'm looking at the old art style. I'm looking at the new art style. Yeah, this one's dog shit.
You've done a total 180 on the Darkseid 2 art style here.
No. I just liked that particular scene. But I think this scene, dog shit.
Yeah.
I think
there was one.
I think you have to like think of it not in terms of how it compares to Darkseid 2, but is it good? This one isn't.
Yeah, I really liked the therapist's office. It had a really nice like framing that felt very reminiscent of Darkseid 1, but was still doing its own thing. But yeah,
yeah.
Generally, environments are fine.
Yeah,
Nothing
like
particularly special.
I feel like there's like
Please deposit 20 cents.
Darkseid 1 the gameplay was probably not that good,
No, it was bad.
but at least it did have a cool look.
Gamers.
I'm making a really big chili, and the whole house now smells of chili, and that's the good shit. I'm going to invite some friends over tomorrow for no reason other than that I want them to smell my delicious chili house.
Can I come over?
Yes. I will warn you, this chili is not how you might make chili, by which I mean I used every vegetable I had.
Which means that
then
there's
I'm
there's no glass shards in it.
But man, that just makes you savor it. You never know the value of your chili unless you put broken glass in it, and then you know whether it's worth it or not. It's the real test.
One of my things with chili is I think that it shouldn't give me food poisoning.
I would say that of most food.
Glass isn't food poisoning. It isn't poison.
Have you heard any more about the investigation?
I'm not going to call you out here.
Just say hello. Sorry. I
Oh
think somebody
shit!
said
No, you have
hello
to
in
sit at
real
like
life.
the furthest bar stool towards the screen in that panel, so that he slides you a drink like all the way down. He'll do it. I'm speaking as a bartender. Every bartender wants to do this. None of them will because the drink immediately falls over every time. But we all want to do it, you know?
Yeah. Also,
we all wish we lived in a world where that actually worked.
I need a hint goblins.
Oh shit, this is the House of God. I love the tacky little cross fucking neon sign. It's
Yeah.
very Las Vegas.
Just like on this really gothic black house, this just like bright orange cross.
Darkseid 2.
There we go.
When everyone's talking about like that really good game DS2, this is the one they're talking about.
Yeah. Because everyone loves Darkseid 2.
Yeah.
It's critically acclaimed, yeah.
Hi, Mom.
I thought you were going out, Mike.
I can't decide how to spend my day.
Well, why don't you finish off that novel.
Can't use my desk.
Strange. It's a sunny day.
The thing about the morgue is that it doesn't have a mailbox. And all I can talk to the morgue guy about is...
Does it have, like, some kind of female box?
Well, presumably, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the
Yeah,
corpses
that's
go.
where they send
Yeah.
the bodies through. Just the female box that just dump them in there. They're called coffins, Dalton. the technical term of art.
No, the female box is a fridge.
Oh, true.
True. That's where Rita was put.
Oh yeah, it's
to motivate our male protagonist.
Yeah, yeah.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
Oh, I'm so witty.
I like that it's, like, the carnival's aesthetics are creepy, but the music is just normal. It's just normal carnival music.
It's to make you, in particular, Riley, feel a little bit more at home with this game.
Thank you.
As a delightful clown.
Yeah. I'm glad that the clown isn't particularly scary. Again with this shit, dude! Can you just, like, take 5 minutes without, like, making out with someone behind the counter?
Is that Rita?
This is just the job of. He's like a therapist, right?
No, he's a
he's a
mortician.
morgue.
Oh, this is the job of morticians. They're creatures of both life and death.
Sure.
They'll make you feel more alive
Yeah,
or more
for
dead
every-
than you've ever felt.
For every dead body they see, they have to make a new baby to replace it. They're like the
Yeah,
store.
yeah. This is in this way, the mortician is an equivocator.
Yeah. Also, no, that's not Rita. Rita is dead. But maybe that. Well,
It's
also
Rita?
her corpse is mutilated.
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's what
Hey,
he's
can I see
doing.
Can I get back there, Doc?
Excuse me, sir. I need to. Why are you? I'm sorry to have disturbed. Please don't.
Maybe you have to, like,
No one's there.
fool them into thinking.
It's locked.
Try the coat hanger.
Keyhole in the doorknob.
Fuck.
Fuck.
So you need a key to get the key. What you gotta do is you gotta fool him into thinking that he's had his big break, right? I'm trying to solve this. I don't remember how this puzzle is solved. You gotta fool him into thinking that he's had his big break so that he leaves town, and then he leaves his door open and you can investigate the morgue, right?
Maybe.
I thought I heard someone making out back there.
That does it, Dawson! Get the heck...
He doesn't like it when I say that one. I mean, can you really blame me for saying that when every time I come into the office you're making out with that woman? Like, surely your lips are tired, right?
Yeah, that's why he doesn't want to talk. His lips are too tired from kissing.
Sorry to bother you, Doc Larson.
His lips and tongue.
It's just all the same stuff.
Yeah, why do you keep trying the same thing over and over again? Do something else somewhere else.
I don't know what else to do.
Do other things. I don't
Like
know, talk to
what?
Jack. Do literally any other things. Not tired. I'm not tired. I don't want to talk to Jack or sleep on the bench in front of my house instead of inside in the bed. Like W.C. Field. God, you're not even tired enough to get a hint. I don't know. Pool hall? I know that now that you've talked to Slim, he should be out back behind the pool hall in that shack.
Yes, and I talked to him, and then he said that he thinks aliens did it, and then my guy was like,
No,
okay.
no. You talked to him in the park, and now he's going to be out back behind the
No.
pool hall in the shack.
No, I talked to him out behind his shack afterwards, because I was trying to find the key there, and you weren't paying attention.
Okay, do everything again, I guess. You can't soft block yourself in this game, I don't think.
Give me a hint!
Okay, let me look up Darkseid 2 walkthrough finally.
Listen up, Gardner. I've got some questions.
I hope it doesn't give all directions in relative terms.
Do you have any theories about who killed Rita?
From what I hear...
How close were you to Rita?
What business...
I thought that since you're still friends with Melissa, maybe you kept in...
You leave Melissa out of this, you hear?
Oh, it would be if a walkthrough did this, it would be so fucked up.
Oh, Rita got around. A real Laura Palmer kind of girl, you see.
I want you to take
Oh,
back what you said
I
about
bet. I
Melissa.
wonder if the creators of this game have seen good TV show Twin Peaks.
They definitely have.
Hi, Jimmy.
Yeah?
Maybe I should go.
Yeah.
Hi, Melissa.
Well.
When did you take up smoking?
Yeah. Well, there's lots of things that are...
Poor Rita. It's a...
Poor Rita? That little tramp had it coming to her.
Why all this nasty talk about Rita?
Ask around, Dawson. Just ask around.
Okay, so it seems like you have to hear a couple of Slim's theories. You have to hear this about Rita getting around, and then you can talk to Jack, who has a theory about the sheriff also sleeping with Rita.
Hi, Slim.
I've been looking into a political connection, so I went over to the library where Rita worked. I'm wondering if Rita knew something about the assassin.
Tell you what, Slim.
Good idea, Mr.
Hi, Slim.
I've been checking out that carnival in the park near where Rita was killed. Seems that a lot...
Oh, that's a very interesting...
You do that, Mr.
Hi, Slim. Do you have
I've been reading about what cigarettes do to you, and you know how Melissa smokes like a chimney. I figure that she went into a nicotine craze and had...
Nicotine craze.
Tell you what, Slim.
Good idea.
Hi, Slim. Do you have any more...
I'm still trying to follow up on that Melissa lead, Mr. Dawson.
Oh, that's a very interesting...
You...
Okay, so let's go back here. And maybe Jack will be willing to help us. It's definitely one of those classic adventure games where it's like Gabriel Knight 2 style of you have to fulfill a certain quota of scripted events before you can progress. I'm not tired.
Not tired? Seriously? Okay, let me read the walkthrough to you so far. Mike's house. Talk to the sheriff. Head right. Talk to your mom. Take the yellow... Oh, take the yellow magnet from the fridge. Of course.
Of course. I mean,
continue
it's an
right.
adventure
Walk
game.
the...
That's on me. I really should have thought to take the magnet from the fridge. That's a rookie mistake.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah. I mean, that thing was yellow. Like, sorry.
Of course, this yellow smiley magnet. How could I forget this yellow?
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
you could
of
put that on the
course.
big yellow
You saw
smiley
the
face
now that
in
you've
the,
seen. Yeah, now that you've seen the yellow smiley face in Gargum. Yeah, that was the hint. Was the yellow smiley face at Gargum's. Continue right. Watch the television. Open the front door. Get the ticket. Open the cabinet left of the TV. Take the camera. Head out to the front door and sit on your front bench. Talk to Jack. Head away from your house to the map screen. Try the doctor's office, but it's closed. Head right, talk to Paul, continue right, talk to the deputy, leave this area. Go to the diner, talk to Hank, go back outside, enter the pool hall, talk to Jimmy and Melissa here, head out back, search the trash can to find an old coat hanger, leave the area, enter the sheriff's office, talk to him. Carnival, walk left, talk to the door of the mansion to talk to Mrs. Ramirez, now head right twice to find the murder site. Examine the bushes, talk to Slim, you will get a ticket stub. Enter Dr. Sim's office, get hypnotized, go to the carnival, talk to the clown, give him your ticket, enter the carnival, find the carousel, go to the top right, enter the employees' tents, try to lift the anvil, too heavy. Return to the carousel, go to the
really
top
mad
left.
how much this resembles my daily to-do list.
Yeah. Return to the carousel and go to the top left, then into the sideshow area. Talk to Minnie and Daisy. Then continue left and talk to Gargan. Go left once more and talk to Pandora. Go back to the diner. Go to back to the pool hall and into the shed. Talk to Slim a few times to hear some of his theories. Then go to Mike's house, sit on your front bench, and talk to Jack again. So I think you have to go talk to Slim a few times.
Maybe I didn't talk to the sideshow people enough. I didn't exhaust all of their dialogue, I think. I didn't exhaust all
Well,
of Pandora's
you don't
dialogue
have any
anyway.
more.
You did just talk to Slim some more, so maybe you just need to. Maybe now that you've done that, Jack will come back.
I have already tried going to Jack since then.
Oh.
Hi, Slim. I'm still trying to.
See, no, he's doing one dialogue now, so I think I've talked to Slim as much as I have to. Like he's repeating himself.
Oh yeah, next thing it says is go talk to Jack.
Let's try going to...
The sheriff's office is the next thing after that.
I love this fucking weird animal on the Hall of Mirrors. She's just staying like that the whole time, huh?
She sees you come back.
I feel sorry for Gargon.
No? No, I can't give it to him? I just want to make him smile.
Just smile, Gargon. Look, it looks like the big one.
It looks like you're a giant smile balloon that's sort of hovering ominously in the corner. I love her floating basketballs.
What's my fortune?
I get my
This is actually a special like a circus technique known as the ultimate juggling. You see, the average juggler needs to touch the balls.
What can you tell me about this?
I see a vault being tried before a judge.
There exists techniques that allow you to juggle without even touching the balls.
Yeah.
Do you get any readings off?
I see a church.
A form of sublime fushigi.
I am sorry, young man.
Pandora, I need your talents. What's my fortune?
I get my
Pandora, I need your talent. What can you tell me about the clown?
I hear a
What can you tell me about Minnie and Daisy?
I see a glassy envelope sent to one who in the morning walks on 4 feet, at midday too, and in...
Oh, that's why, but now he sleeps because it's like a dead body or something.
What can you tell me about Garg?
I see a lightning bolt.
Thank you. That
It was out.
Okay, so I think I've exhausted all of those dialogues. I don't think I had gotten all of them before that. I'm gonna try going this way. A wheel with 6 spokes that turns no longer. Yeah.
I've heard that magnets can sometimes be used to rig gambling games, but Mom's kitchen magnet isn't sticking.
There's only one solution.
Magnets can sometimes...
You have to do this in the Dark World. I'm not kidding.
I need to go to the dark world. I need to go to the darker carnival.
Yep.
Oh my god, the Darker Carnival. They say only the strongest juggalo can enter.
It's so fucking sad that it's not gonna have just like ICP FMV'd into this game in the Dark World version of the carnival.
This fucking sucks because that would be great. I would fucking play the shit out of a fucking FMV game with the Insane Clown Bossy in it.
Try talking to the sheriff. Try just exhausting everything with the sheriff.
Have you seen those guys' movies, Riley?
The ICP movies? No.
They are okay. They did the same movie twice, but
I have seen UP. Get it? I cup.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Thank
kind
you.
of funny.
So, how's the murder?
You know, Dawson.
There was a rumor going around that the body was...
I have not actually seen Dom P, for the record.
Doc Larson.
That's gross.
You make it sound like Doc Larson enjoyed...
What was that sound meant to be, Dom?
That was me tutting.
Seen the man so excited.
Okay, good.
He could hardly
Not
wait to have the
slurping.
body bundled up and sent off
What?
to the morgue.
No.
One strange...
Well, you know he was kicked off the hospital staff, don't you? Something about fooling around with some patient in the hospital morgue.
He really cannot stop fucking the corpses.
How well did you know Rita?
Yeah, hardly at all.
I heard you used to date Rita.
So what if I did? Rita was interested in lots of men. Jealous, Dawson? Is that what made you snap and kill her?
This game actually doesn't really have that much FMV, but if I'm going to play Return to Zork on FMV, then this pretty much fits the bill. And also, it does look like my avatar when people talk.
So what happened between you two? Why did you break up?
None of your business. Why?
Did Rita dump you because you couldn't satisfy her, Sheriff?
Why, you little turd. I'll have you know that I was the one who dumped her. She was too bookish. Always running off to spend time with that reading group of hers.
Just what was this reading group that Rita belonged to?
I don't know. Some of Rita's friends, people from the library, I guess. She was always trying to get me to go with her, but I couldn't see myself sitting around with a bunch of eggheads discussing poetry. That's why I dumped her.
Do you still think I'm the one?
I can't think of anyone else who makes a better...
It's kind of an insult having the FBI brought in, isn't it?
Hell, I don't want him here. It was that idiot mayor's idea.
If you could kill him for me, I'd appreciate it.
Afraid the investigation might reveal some
If you could kill the FBI agents, get them off my back.
some old pals
Be
at the bureau.
aces.
Hmm.
I think I'll be going.
Anytime you...
I'm not sure that's a
That's
good idea.
That's what you have to do to solve this puzzle. You have to take the guns from the shooting gallery and shoot the FBI agents with them.
You have to take the guns from the dark shooting gallery, because they're real guns.
Right, the ones that are actually loaded.
I'm not tired.
Okay, so I think I may have just done that conversation with Jack already, like out of sequence, because...
Yeah, I think you did. I think you did.
Okay.
So you would go to the carnival, talk to Pandora about the twins.
Okay.
And then you can go to the morgue and just kind of go in.
Okay. if you were all in a carnival, because obviously I know what I would be in a carnival, but I'm curious if you all were in a carnival, what would you do in a carnival?
I mean, we'd all be bearded lady, right?
No, I feel like you have more potential than that.
You have more range than a bearded lady, the usual kind. I mean, that said, I've not really seen any bearded ladies, so maybe those guys are like really have it.
I mean, like, you can certainly do that if you want, but I just feel like there's a lot of options. Like, you could be...
Yeah, you should let yourself be typecast.
You could be an animal tamer.
Thanks. I think I would have a good... You know, I've got a really good voice. I think I would be an announcer, right?
I
could
think
do
I could
this.
be like
Step
a
right up,
magician of some
step
kind.
right up.
Yeah, you could be a shell. I could
A
be
shield.
like
Pandora,
a shield.
I need your
I could be like a. I think I could be like a stage magician of some kind. I think that'd be cool. I can't do any magic, but like, I've got the energy.
It was.
I mean, you would be a hypnotist, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, stage hypnotist. In a witch kind of guard. A witchy
Yeah, I
kind
can
of.
do that. Yeah.
Is Autumn here? Is Autumn muted?
I'm really pondering this.
Oh, okay.
Riley, what would you'd be the clown, right?
Well, yes. That's why I didn't say, because everyone knows I'd be the clown, or the clown, etc.
You'd be the sad clown.
No,
I think she's quite happy.
I mean, the thing is like, I kind of do end up being that sort of like, doing that sort of bit a lot of the time. Is that like sort of not necessarily sad clown, but like clown that's like sitting on top of a tank of water and like goads you into like throwing balls at the target to try and dunk me in.
You're kind of like, you end up being the clown that's kind of the butt of the joke, but like also like that's good. That's fun.
Yeah, I feel like I could be
you end up-
like a variety clown.
See, what I'm thinking is like, you're the clown who's always put upon, who's down on their luck, who we sympathize with because we too are suffering in our lives.
You're the clown who stepped up.
Okay, so what you need to do with the morgue is you need to annoy him until he hits the counter, it turns out. And annoy him until he hits the counter and walks away. And then you can just open the door on the left and go through.
Why are you bothering me?
What can you tell me about Rita?
I'm sorry.
I'm investigating Rita's murder.
Look, I told you I'm not a...
How well did you know Rita?
Hardly at all.
Speaking
Here
of
we go.
public institutions, I heard that you used to work for a hospital. Until you got fired, that is.
What? Who told you this?
Something having to do with seducing a patient, I believe. Boy, it would be a shame if that piece of news got around town. Why, you'd be finished around here, I imagine.
Don't threaten me, you little snot.
His voice actor is really going hard.
Wring your neck. Get the hell out of my office and never come back.
Oh, good animation.
Beep.
Get the hell out of my office. Leaves his own office.
Doc Larson
It's just open.
hit the admittance button. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
See, this is another screen that is really good. Like, the little framing of the shelves and stuff, like, it really
Yeah.
uses the 3D to its advantage. Not all the scenes do that, but some of them. Like, this little Bunsen burner, that's good shit. What's this music's kind of good.
The human skull. I feel like if I had a morgue, I would definitely keep just a human skull in there.
So,
It reminded me of death.
hey, look at what I'm clicking.
Yeah.
Those are some very
Yeah,
cool.
that's all cryogenic fluid, aka freezers.
Oh my god, that's Rita. Her head's been cut off.
Oh, it's in the bottom left corner, isn't it? That's the right.
The toe tag says this guy's name was Mark.
I was talking about the skull.
Mike Danson.
Mark Danson.
It's a glass key.
I can't take this guy's
Like the movie The Glass Key? What?
What's
What are you
in the movie
talking
The Glass
about?
Key?
Oh no, I remember this fucking puzzle. No, this is a you're right. This is a Gabriel Knight ass thing. Is like you and I obviously know that's the key to the Hall of Mirrors, but you can't actually take it until you go talk to Pandora about it.
Oh my god.
Didn't
Mike
you do that
won't
already?
put it together. Right, I think you have to see this and then go talk to somebody about it. Like either Pandora or the twins themselves before Mike puts it together and will actually take the goddamn key.
God.
Oh, he's a buffoon.
Hey, that's the answer to Pandora's
Oh,
riddle.
okay, here we go.
I walk on 4 legs in the morning,
Okay,
2
yeah,
legs
yeah.
during the day, and 3 legs at night. A man walks on 4 legs as a baby, and 3. Here's an address book. Why would someone keep an address book locked up in a file cabinet? Let's take a peek.
I love that the fucking Giger baby is in the fucking background. I just love that one painting of the Giger baby. It's such a stupid fucking painting.
I love like having a portrait of my favorite baby in the background.
My favorite sickening
morgue.
baby.
It reminds me of that like all life spoils in the end.
I mean, here's the thing, right? If you're working in a morgue, you want 2 things in every room: a reminder of birth and a reminder of death. So
Yeah,
you
you
have
want
to
a
have
memento.
a reminder of babies and a reminder of the human skull.
And the baby should ideally also remind you of death. Should be like a fucked up baby.
I love the idea of as a mortician being like, you know, I really need a skull in my office just to remind me of death.
Yeah, and
I need it. No, that's a scientific reference skull. I need this skull to remind me what a normal skull looks like. Because I get some fucked up skulls in here, and I gotta have like a reference skull.
Like that baby. He's got the most fucked up skull I ever seen.
Yeah, they really put that soft spot to work on that baby.
I actually keep this reference skull so that I can, like, if somebody comes in with an abnormal skull, I can just, like, make them a new one that looks more normal.
This glass key looks like something out of a fairy tale. Too bad real life doesn't always have a happy.
This is why everyone's confused that the open casket for the open casket funerals. Like, who the hell's that?
Why does option have an exclamation mark? Option.
There's only one option.
Option.
The Glass Key is a noir movie, but this doesn't seem particularly noir-y.
Bosco detected.
Yeah, he smells bad. Okay, so now I can go into the darker carnival? The darkest carnival?
Yes, now you can go into the Hall of Mirrors.
The fucking baby. I can't get over it. What is the dark carnival gonna look like? Like, there's already a bunch of fucking Giger paintings everywhere.
Yeah, the darker carnival, it has like normal paintings in them.
But the rest of the carnival's fucked up.
Oh, great. I have to figure out which side of which room is a mirror and which is a passage. I hate these things.
You like mazes?
Long time viewers will know that I generally dislike mazes, but you do get a lot of them in video games.
This one, you can see the whole thing at a glance and completely understand it at a glance.
There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path. Lead. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path.
Bosco, don't do that. You okay, buddy? Sounded like you're gonna throw up, but then you didn't.
Cats love to do that.
Oh, nope.
They're the mimes of the animal world.
There he goes.
Oh.
Everybody clap for Bosco! Let's see hand clap emojis in the chat! And also goo emojis in the chat from
clean
Cable
up Bosco.
2's custom emojis. Oh, that's a tier 1 emoji. There's an unlock there's an unlock emoji. Where is it? Unlock emoji reward.
He was using his heart.
There we go. I unlocked that emoji for everybody so that we can all use it.
I love this show!
Everyone use that.
It doesn't seem like I can use it.
Oh, boss. Okay.
I feel like Bosco's portent of a dark past, or perhaps a dark future.
Oh, what? Is it like only is it only unlocked for me?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll spend 480 points to unlock it and then spam it in the chat, folks.
Yeah, there now I can.
Bosco was so fucking disgusted by the maze that he threw up.
Can't blame him.
Eating my delightful chili.
I made a chili over the weekend. It was good.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Poor Bosco.
Yeah.
There's a mirror between me and it. I need to find a path leading to. I need to find a path. I need to find a path.
Bosco was so.
Between me and this. There's a mirror between me and the.
Bosco was so disgusted by the maze he had to throw up.
There's a mirror between me and the. I need to find a path. I need to find a path leading to this. There's a mirror between me and the. I need to find a path lead. I need to find a path lead. I need to find a path lead.
I'm genuinely not sure how you're supposed to visually tell the difference between where there is and is not paths.
Well, I'm good.
Congratulations, you exited the mirror maze, but that's not what you had to do.
Of course. Oh, I see there's like a mysterious...
I think you can actually enter.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to get to.
Yeah. And there's also a mirror with a handle on it, and that's where you can use the key. And you can't get to the creepy mirror without that. Which is why I said it's not even worth going in here without the...
There's a mirror between me and the.
Didn't even want to make me do a maze for no reason.
There's a mirror between me and this room.
I know, I'm going soft on you.
I need to find a path lead. I need to find a path lead. I need to find a path lead. There's a mirror between me and the. I need to find. There's a mirror between.
I really could have made you suffer if I didn't tell you that.
There's a mirror between.
Until you were like done with the fucking maze.
Okay, so you specifically have to... Oh, that's so loud, don't.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Apologies.
It's fine. So you don't actually click on the mirror, which is what I was doing. You click on the, like, roof of the room that you want to move to.
I need to find a path lead. I need to find a path. I need to find a path.
Yeah, it's like a hex, like a tile-based thing.
I need to find a path.
Yeah, it's a strategy game.
I need to find a path lead. There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a mirror between me and the. There's a mirror between me.
Oh my god, this is just like a Civilization 5. That's the one where they put hexagons instead of squares, right?
You click on the... Yeah.
This is just like Cubert.
Oh my god, this is just like fucking Cubert.
There's a mirror between.
Watch out for Cubert's brother.
There's a mirror between me and the. I need to find a path.
Who's Cubert's brother?
So there's like an enemy in Cubert, which completely inexplicably, while we were doing Cubert for Arcade Idea, everyone started referring to as Cubert's brother.
Huh.
And I have no fucking idea why.
Yeah, I don't even remember it, and I think I started that joke. It might have been like in the manual or something.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sorry, my wrist is just itchy. Let's descend.
You don't want to go into the darker carnival with an itchy wrist.
Yeah. What if there's like an action sequence? Oh, this is good.
Beautiful.
This is a good room. Oh, yeah, that's what you like to see.
Yeah, this is the gorgeous. This.
Yeah, you like to see that reflection technology. They had that in FMV games, and they didn't even have them in much higher tech games years later. You know.
Michael, at last you have come.
Michael? His name's Mike. I guess it's the Dark World.
Oh.
Yes.
Holy
Content
shit,
warning.
It's the Madonna.
Boo, 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 boo.
I love to transform into a sitting version of myself.
Oh, with long hair.
Didn't you do a drawing of that once, doll?
Oh yeah. A TF sequence where I became a sleeping version of myself.
Yeah. Can you post that somehow? Can you post that in overlay so that she can put it on
There
the
is
stream?
absolutely no chance I still have that file. Let me see.
Seize the light from me. You must retrieve it and use it to destroy the power generator before it is too late.
I think you could find it if you looked on Discord.
The light is the truth. One of 3 points of the triangle.
Oh, these are one of these cult motherfuckers. The light is the truth. One of the 3 points of the triangle. Rolls and sword. The ancient. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not taking your supplements.
It's just the Triforce. Knowledge, power, and courage, or whatever.
What are the scrolls?
What do you think the chances are that the developers of this game ever played the Legend of Zelda game before they did this?
Not
like.
I mean, it's not unlikely, but I don't think it.
It's not impossible, but they are in like a whole different siloed off world, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not console gamers. They're not making RPGs. They're not making action RPGs. They might be totally ignorant of like A Link to the Past. They genuinely might be. That seems like a kid's game to them. They're computer game creators in the 90s.
What is this generator you're talking about?
It's honestly a crapshoot. I couldn't guess.
The machine that is incubating the behemoth, the beast they intend to unleash on your world. The generator is powered by human brain cells.
That's why they beheaded Rita.
What happened to you?
The Dreketh guard disembodied me, then threw me into the maze to
Dreketh?
die. You must hurry, or billions will die
Yep.
on both sides of the portal.
Yeah, that was established in Darkseid 1. Dreketh.
Right, yeah. I just love that there are billions of, like, innocents in the Dark World. Like, it's just, like, kind of scary, but, like...
It is scary, but there is also just, like... It is also just, like, a
world.
A world.
Yeah. It is just like a normal society that's fucked up and, like, kind of under the thumb of the ancients.
Yeah.
But, like, they are just normal people over there. They live their own lives.
Is there anything
They're not evil.
No.
Except the ancients are evil.
Now quickly, you must rescue the light and gather.
You must put out a baby in me, Your Highness, quickly.
You are our only hope.
Oh no, she's gonna melt. No, she's just gonna fade into a statue.
How horrible. This must be what happens to Dark Worlders when
Dark
they die.
Worlders, okay. What if I started calling you a Light Worlder, huh?
Another maze. If I really am in the Dark World, then this should
They
be
they
maybe
do
a
eventually call
mirrors.
Mike a light worlder.
That's funny.
Like that is the terminology they do use.
I need to find a path lead. There's a mirror between me and this room. I need to find a path leading to this. There's a mirror between me and this room. It's true. I have returned to the Dark World.
This isn't a carnival at all.
Shines here. I can't tell if it is day or night.
Can't tell if it's day or night.
So
I'll stop
Have you
there
saved
before we get
recently?
copyright struck. Yeah, you can die in the Dark World.
I'm turning you down.
Oh, can you die in the Dark World?
File, save.
Okay, I found this fucking sketch from 2018. It is not good. Here
Okay,
you
but
go.
I do want to see it now that you've. I find it funnier now than I did then. And the shittiness helps it, honestly. Show it on the stream because we're laughing at it.
like the look of
We can't show TF on Twitch.
must be some kind of prison.
I've literally
You
you've
can. It's
posted.
safe.
You've
We
like,
showed full frontal nudity just a couple minutes ago. I think this is horrifying enough to not count.
I don't know how you would intuit that this is a prison.
Yeah, you know, zipper prison. We've all seen it.
This is Dom's TFing into the lying down version.
Watch out for when you're talking to these guys, because one only lies, the other only tells the truth.
They both kind of have their slongs out.
That's Giger for you.
But they're like kind of small.
That's Giger for you.
Well, I didn't want you to...
Watch, I bet one of them only tells the truth and one of them only lies. It's gotta
Yeah,
be.
talk to them. Talk to them, for God's sake!
No, I wanted to go
Why
back.
did you just leave?
There's more to explore.
Okay.
Also, Max Olive said in
This
response
is
to
the cool embodiment.
in response to the conversation we were having earlier, saying, they're not video game creators; they're adventure game writers, capitals, working with a real artist. Mike Dolson might have played a game or two, but he's gone now, and he was a loser anyways. And we'll show that by portraying the character made for him as a mentally unstable wimp.
I really wanted you to talk to those guys.
I mean, I can still do it.
I thought the Siamese twins were an odd. Who are you?
We will not tell you which of us is Ick and which is Uck, because one of
What
us
the?
is Ick,
Why do they sound like goblins?
or it could be the other way around. We're not telling.
This game is like, you cannot be giving, like, the thing about Darkseid 1 is that the Dark World achieves being actually kind of creepy by, I mean, it's not that creepy because it's a jank-ass FMV game, but they don't talk. The creatures of the Dark World don't talk.
Yeah.
And they don't talk like they're goblins in a fantasy game.
Yeah, it's a dead, haunted, empty biomechanical world.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I do love Ick and Duck.
Yeah, I mean, they're funny, but it's just like, they're not at all fitting for the tone that it feels like it's trying to sell me
It's
on.
very interesting that it's really interesting the fucking jail being like what looks like the like fucking like a big fucking zip.
Yeah, no, it's Zipper.
What is through that passage?
This is because Giger thinks that pants are oppressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants us all to have our dicks out like Ick and Ook.
Then again, it could not.
Who is being held prisoner?
It could be the keeper of the scrolls. Then again, the prison could be empty.
Let me inside the prison.
Only authorized Dark World personnel are allowed to enter. Leave the premises immediately.
So, Dom, I wanted her to talk to Ick and Ook immediately because, yeah, you nailed it. One tells the truth and the other one tells lies.
I am a Dark
Ugh, I'm so clever. I understand what happens when there's two guards.
Oh, a Dark Worlder, are you? I bet you don't even know if it's day or night.
They saw Labyrinth. they're like, "Fuck yes."
But we have day and night just like anywhere else. Any Dark Worlder
We're
can
normal
tell the
people.
difference.
I am a Dark Worlder. Give me a.
We will let you pass if you prove to us.
These guys have completely undercut all the horror that could ever be in this game.
And which is
Yep.
And tell us, you can ask questions. We like to be fair.
We like to be fair.
Is it daytime?
Of course, it's daytime. No, it is most definitely night.
Which one of you is Ick?
During the night, I claim to be Ick. I am really Uck. He's lying. I am Uck. I am Uck, and it is night.
Which one of you is telling the truth?
I am Uck, and it is night. He is not. It is not. I am Uck, and it's daytime.
So earlier, the one on the right was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Is it daytime?
Of course, it's daytime. No.
Which one of you is Ick?
During the night, I claim to be Ick. I am really Uck. He's lying. I am Uck. I am Uck, and it...
Which one of you is telling the truth?
I am. He is not. It is not. I am Uck, and it's daytime.
Is it daytime?
Of course, it's daytime.
They're also not consistent. Because it says...
Oh, shit.
The right one says it's daytime when you ask if it's daytime. And then says which one is telling the truth.
I am Uck, and it is
It's
not.
night. Fuck.
He is not. It is not.
Okay, so neither of them tell the truth.
Daytime, and it's final.
Which one of you is
Oh
Ick?
god, they're doing duck season, rabbit season?
I am really Uck.
In a horror game?
He's lying. I am Uck. I am Uck, and it is night.
Okay, so you don't solve the puzzle through dialogue, I'll tell you that.
Think about this
That's
some more.
not through this dialogue tree.
I mean, I
I think the secret to the puzzle might just... Yeah, I never kept track of it before, but I think the secret to the puzzle might just be you put together, oh, they're not even consistent with their own stories. This isn't a one is lying, one is telling the truth story. They're both lying. They're both just trying to be as wildly confusing as possible.
It's that one thing. It's the thing from the first game.
God, that's Rita's head. It's happening all over again. The ancients have returned.
Yes.
That's the ancient spaceship. It's drawing its psychic energy from this power generator. That's the ancient spaceship.
I love the just like normal dude's face. Oh, that's fucking Rita's head. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's designed for inserting or just. It just spit it back out. What is this thing? I can't tell if it is an electric motor or a shooting gallery.
It's so wild how he sounds like 40 years younger.
Yeah.
Moving back in with your mom will do that to you. Take it from me.
It kind of resembles the business district in my hometown.
Yeah, because he
Woka,
used to...
Your voice got
Yeah.
much higher for a different reason.
He's transitioning. Darkseid 1 was a very trans game, honestly.
Oh yeah, I mean, look,
This one not so
I feel
much.
like
This
I
one's
feel
more
like
about,
Geiger in
depression.
general is just half of his art's extremely trans.
Yeah.
I feel like if that guy had taken estrogen, like his art would probably become a lot worse.
And you would know, as an artist taking estrogen, it's had a terrible impact on your ability. Because women can't draw.
I mean, sure.
Throwing
I would-
rocks.
You said that like you were turning to look at the camera and,
Yeah.
and shaking your finger at it.
I literally did turn to the monitor after I was looking away from it.
This device is definitely biomechanical, part living organism and part machine.
Okay, so this is... There's
The-
like the shooting
goblins.
gallery.
Love.
Okay. So, tag yourself. We got the two faces up in the top left. We got the face up in the right. We got the goblins down at the bottom. And then we got the face in the middle. I'm
The
definitely...
safety pit face.
I'm definitely goblins.
I'm definitely goblins.
There's another face at the top right, yeah. I
The
think
top
I'm the
right
one...
face is miserable.
The top right face is just haunted by something. Dolm, I think you're the top left faces.
I'm being flanderized here.
I think I'm the top left face.
You got
of the
one
second
thing.
one.
You got one thing.
Like the one with the big circles on its eyes?
Yeah.
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 I'm microaggressing Dolm for.
This machine has an empty socket. This machine has an empty socket like the.
The fucking goblins.
Did you do anything else with this big face?
I haven't interacted with it, but I could
This
try.
power grid seems to correspond to the seedier sections of my own hometown. Can you speak?
To be sorry. To be producing power infected with random magnetic fluxes. To be not able to stabilize magnetic emanations from power disk.
Speak to me.
To be sorry. To be producing power infected with random magnetic fluxes.
So power disk. This is probably the roulette.
Oh, true.
What a hideous mechanism. This perverted joining of man and machine has got to be stopped.
This is weird, baby.
This is like the first time he's shown any passion about this.
Like
This is definitely the ring toss.
But this is your second foray into the dark world.
This lit section resembles our civic center.
You got to put it in that container on the right. You have the right idea, but you got to put it in that container on the right.
This machine has an.
Nope. Can't do it. Another of the main issues with both Darkseid games is that they both make you go through a lot of mundane small town or exploring your house shit to get to the good stuff, the stuff everyone's here for. And the fact that the sequel starts out much the same way doesn't inspire much confidence. I think I enjoy the small town stuff in this game more than Darkseid 1 because there are actual characters.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Darkseid 1 has one character.
I think it is an effective maneuver. I think it would be less effective if the whole game was just HR Giger stuff the whole time.
Yeah. I think that...
I think the normal world, evil world works for it.
Yeah, the dichotomy definitely makes these sections stronger.
But I also just think that the first game has too much of it and also doesn't really do anything with it. It doesn't have any characters. Like, this game actually leans into the, like, hostile small town thing. Like...
Okay, I gotta go for now.
Bye-bye, Autumn.
Good luck.
This must be the gate to the power center. These must be the controls for...
Luckily, in Darkseid 2, the town is just as insane in its own unique way. With the first one, I feel like they could have revealed the Dark World at the end of the first day, at least, if it wasn't interested in building characters. For sure. The fact that you don't go until the second day, and there are only 3 days, is so bizarre. Like, considering that that's, like, the premise of the game.
Data card not presented. Access.
These must be the controls for the gate. A dead end, in more ways than one.
Oh, okay, this is where Rita died.
This skeleton looks millions of years old.
It's a xenomorph.
This cul-de-sac ends at a cross. Why are there symbols of death all around this complex?
It's the xenomorph, the painting that inspired the design of the alien in the first place. Yeah.
It's supposed to give comfort, but I feel only despair.
I can't put the smiley magnet on it. I thought it would make him feel better. That, like, whirring of the pipes was really loud.
This hellhole looks like a twisted perversion of my hometown.
Oh, I like this. This is funny.
I like the pen. I like the Dark World pen.
Yeah.
The visual design for the Dark World is so much better. Oh, this is cool.
This building looks like some kind of processing plant.
Nasty. Nasty looking building.
What's that rancid stench? It smells like rotten meat.
Oh, it's Dark World Diner.
This creature behind the bar seems friendly enough. Just looking at this maggoty carcass. This looks like a woman's head suspended. I could have sworn I saw.
To be sorry. To be not able to sing at this time. To be damaged by vermin.
What is this place?
Why, it's the food hall, of course. Everyone knows that. But we don't have much food now. The deliveries have stopped.
I love this guy's voice. How he just like he looks like this, but he talks really normally.
Yeah, and it's because it's bassy. It's a little bit more. It doesn't undercut the tone like the goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still have some rations of liquefied entrails in my food dispensers.
He's maybe doing the best voice acting in the entire game, honestly.
I like the morgue guy a lot, but yeah, this is very good.
Sure is empty around here.
The regulars don't come around much anymore.
Sure is empty round here. Man, there's so many weird confluences
This
with
is what
Zelda in this
emptiness
game.
is what all true light worlders strive for.
Did someone take over the Dark World?
Yes, the invaders from space. Everyone calls them the Ancients. They've taken over our world. They run everything from their spaceship, but we never see them. They use their computers to maintain control.
Who are the Ancients?
Horrible beings with great mental powers. They've been systematically eliminating us. But I stopped living in fear a long time ago. I've resigned myself to death.
When did the Ancients first arrive?
More than a year ago. The first few months were very bloody. Half of our population was wiped out, and our government fell. The Ancients
I love-
now control our judges and the Dreketh Guard.
I really love the idea that, like, the Dark World is just. It looks scary, but it's just completely fucking normal. And it's only fucked up because some aliens showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's only fucked up because those aliens are like super fascists.
Yeah.
Do the Ancients have
But like there are just normal guys that look fucked up.
And they love to eat
Just like you and
entrails.
me, they look. Yeah,
And
but they
I'd
look
steer
evil.
clear of the Hall
Shit.
of Justice if I were you. The Dark Justices are not very friendly towards strangers, especially those who are organic instead of biomechanical.
Who are the Minions?
The troopers who enforce the Ancients' decrees, and the Justices who administer them. We have no one to defend us any longer. The Keepers are all dead, or imprisoned.
What decrees did the Ancients impose?
Those not chosen to be killed must obey the Ancients' will. We no longer lead our own lives.
Just what are the Keepers?
The Keepers were our government.
What are privileged workers?
You know, those who
What are these creatures I see peering out of the walls every now and then?
Them? They're electro-vermin, chewing on the power cables, most likely. They're just about my only customers these days.
I'm an electro vermin.
Unusual? Aside from being enslaved by a master race of alien beings? Not much.
Is there anyone to lead a revolt?
Everyone works for the
Oh my
ancients
god.
now. I'm forced to turn over all my proceeds to them. We have to. We are killed if we don't. Of course, there was one old fool who tried to lead a revolt, but the ancients locked him up next door.
Thanks for your time. I'll see you around.
Perhaps. If I'm not scheduled to be fed to a life force leech first.
This
Troka
guy is so fucking depressed.
Troga joked about it at the start, but the thing that always sticks out to me about this game is that the title feels like a complete artifact now. I think later on they introduce a new evil alien baby to justify the title. Yeah, for sure. I think I'll probably finish up soon. Not really a great place to finish, but also it's like past time, and we've been streaming for about 4 hours, which is usually about the time that I stop. And I have therapy earlier than normal today. I wonder if I can get this out by like... Nope, I only have one roll of film anyway.
I think
I want to like fish
one
the
thing
guy
that
out
really
with-
sticks out to me about this game is that, in that very sequel way, even though it continues on from the first game, it could basically be its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My nose is burning from ozone and other assorted fumes. It's making me feel lightheaded.
So this is the Dark World pool hall.
I should actually leave here and then save, because I don't want to risk doing something that kills me.
It could. Good instinct.
That bartender was definitely just a big exposition guy, which is fine, but...
Yeah.
I do think it's funny that, like, he's like, if I'm not scheduled to be fed to a life force leech first, because that's, like, one of the only things that's in the Dark World in the first game. That's another thing that's very sequel-y about this game, is that it's, like, there wasn't that much to the Dark World in the first game, outside of, like, aesthetics, so they just have to run with that and be like, okay, life force leeches, there's like, more keepers, because there's the Keeper of the Scrolls, so there's, like, multiple, there's that guy in the prison. Like, it feels kind of like they're just had to extrapolate outwards, like digging for substance.
It's Star Wars, you know? Like, this is what Star Wars is.
It's a little bit Star Wars. Okay, well, we've made a pretty good amount of progress today. We'll be back.
Yeah, we made it to the Darker Carnival.
We made it to the Darkest
We've
Carnival.
unlocked the whole Dark World.
So I'm not going to be available next week. And it is likely that I'm not going to be available the week after, because next week I have another arrangement that I can't miss. And the week after that, it's my birthday. And I'm probably going to be doing something else.
Birthday! I'll have to draw you a little picture.
Wow.
Of Riley TFing into a sleeping version. Sorry to spoil it.
I'm not going to. Not everything in my life revolves around
car
weird
area
deviant
confirmed.
You're right. You're right. You're gonna draw the Dark World version of Riley.
I can do that.
I don't know how I would look geekified.
Oh, geekification.
All right.
Okay, you just said you were only into weird deviants.
All right. Goodbye, Dom. And thank you all for watching. Look out for the Dark World. And we'll see you probably at the end of the month when we will continue our dark journeys into darkness. Bye-bye!
Bye!